Hi, AY.
Hey, AY.
This game is recorded in front of a live studio audience. You know, canned laughter. Did any of you guys watch TV in the 90s?
Oh, I
did.
laughed. I just didn't push what we should talk.
Yeah, sure. Oh no, I was laughing. Well done. But yeah. So, where we left off last week, you had dissuaded a group of half-ogres from attempting to engage you in combat, gained a little bit of intel about a rival force beginning to enter this dungeon from beneath, encountered a pair of seemingly undead humans who, unlike the rest, were not mindlessly attacking you, and upon exploration of the area discovered an altar of a azure blue draped with a golden cloth, and behind it resting an arch from which was flowing a soft golden light. At the end of the last session, upon reading the inscriptions on the arch and altar itself, the archway sprung to life. There was a large burst of energy throwing a number of you around the room, and a large humanoid figure, golden skin, stepped through with a large pair of feathered wings splaying out behind him. So, this is it. We're in session. There's a moment of silence, and before you stands, what would you like to do?
Can I hide?
Did you scurry the way and hide?
So you're gonna hide just around the corner here, where I'm standing.
Or's gonna look at the creature and just lower his sword.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of be like stunned, like what?
Yeah, Stelda's gonna do the same, just turn to it and lower her staff.
Oh, did you want to roll from me, Sentry, or?
If Sentry's talking, we can't hear him.
Oh, sorry. You're right, I am talking, you can't hear me. I have the mic muted. So, yeah, Camo, will say you... Digi's maybe not, he was quite close. You're still a fair way back here. Roll a 1d2, like literally flip a coin. Alright, make a stealth check.
Okay, right there.
Ooh,
Oh, sorry, that
okay.
was advantage. What do we roll?
That's alright. No, we'll just... If it's like accidental advantage, I'll just take the left side numbers from the column, so we know what we're looking at. Oh, there you go. Interest fell out of that one pretty quick. But, so this large figure steps through. The two humanoids, the undead standing behind you, Grudge, immediately have fallen to their knees and will not look up to make eye contact. The angrier of the two, whom you recall, one of them more or less fled from the party on sight, and the other attempted to fight you off from this area.
We really should have named them.
For brevity, we will call them...
B1 and B2?
Oh my god, I was going to say
Larry
B1
and
and B2.
Gary.
Larry
Alright,
and Gary, that works.
Let's go for B1 and B2.
Yeah, let's go for B1 and B2 because we're both thinking it. The angry one can be B1 and the somewhat friendly one, and then angry is B2.
Are you thinking what I am, B2? Please NPC that.
But yeah, B1, the angrier of the two. Like,
God, now I'm just imagining B1 in his banana costume from the old days, angry.
with his blue and white striped pajamas looking
Probably
like
a
a
bad
prison
idea
outfit
to-
for some reason.
Whoops.
Yeah. Like, sort of without really raising his eyes up, like mutters some form of apology. Or you've lowered your sword.
Correct.
As have the rest of you. Anna is more or less just standing there in disbelief. AY's instruction is to autopilot Anna as opposed to magically disappear for the session, so... I'll try not
So
to
she
kill
gets
her.
stunned by the appearance of this dude and remains stunned for the next approximately
right.
3 or 4 hours.
I'll try not to kill her, but no promises.
She has like a clone anyway that can replace her with.
We have a spare, it's okay.
Spare Anna's just lying around.
Pull out the spare tire.
Just bring in trial up.
And sort of the first words muttered like, this is a... The voice you hear, it sounds like it should be booming or echoing, like it just radiates everywhere, like you're hearing it off the walls, off the ceiling, like it just penetrates everything, but at the same time there seems to be no echo that travels behind it either. It's almost like maybe a surprise statement, like it comes across and you just hear in your head like a the warmth of life. As it begins looking around the room at each of you.
Hello there.
But as you speak and look, it takes a step forward and looks at you, and the next question that just echoes in your head: why have you come to this place?
We're kind of looking for some orcs. I'm Grouch. Who are you?
It sort of looks you up and down for a moment with regard, and it answers back. It says, "My name is Sabrael, servant of Lathander."
And is Lathander a common enough god in the general knowledge of the populace for everyone to know?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so we're talking like
you'd know, at the very minimum, you know the name. Like, I'm
So
not sure if you
Lathander
as
would
like
be
an
what?
actual player or a human know the name and
if
what it all
Lathander's the
entails.
New York Yankees, Sabrael's one of the players on the New York Yankees.
Probably more like one of the executive managers of the New York Yankees.
Okay.
And for a moment, maybe make a religion check.
Is this just Grouch?
Yeah, say Grouch. I mean, I would assume all you would immediately, like, upon
Oh yeah.
sort of, indication of who he is and what he is. Yeah, I'm not sure if you know who Lathander is or what he entails as a god, as like a human, let alone as a character in this game.
It seems Grouch's religious education is somewhat lacking.
It's somewhat lacking. All you know at the moment is this is like, it's a large golden person.
Oh, it's just one of those god thing servants. No big deal.
Or looks at Sabrael and just goes, "I am Or, servant of Torm. We've come here to stop an incursion of orcs that worship undeath."
And on looking at you, there's almost like a flicker of recognition. Like it looks you up and down, and it's like friendly greeting, like there's almost a nod of the head as the voice echoes, "Well met, servant of Torm." And there's another look around the room for a moment. And it almost like it goes to take steps, but just slides, like glides forward from where it was almost effortlessly, touching the ground as it walks past yourself, Grouch, past the two undead that are on their knees and not making contact with it, and steps towards the edge of the room before there is sort of like a pause in its motion as it looks back to the party. And it looks to you and says, "This undeath your enemies bring to this place, what do they want?"
Or turns around and looks at the group like Anna and Grouch and just goes and like motions to start talking.
They want to kill. They want to invade, kill us, despoil, the usual kinds of things. If they want anything more than that, they haven't told us.
It stops for another moment. It looks back to you. And it just says, "This must not come to pass." As it sort of starts pacing back up the room again towards its altar, it starts speaking on the way through. It says, "This tomb is more than a city. Within this place is housed an evil which must never reach the surface."
What kind of evil?
It sort of raises its hand and points towards the two undead kneeling behind you. And like the voice echoes again, there's almost hesitation, like regret in the voice, and it comes through saying, "One so strong that we have been forced to make choices in order to stop it from being fed, that go against even everything we stand for," as it gestures to the two kneeling behind you.
So you're responsible for these two?
There's a slow nod of recognition.
And the evil that is in this place, is it able to escape on its own? Because that might be why our quarry has set up shop here.
There's almost a shake of the head. It says, "No, it is unable to escape. Not yet."
How is it
Again-
able to... Sorry.
I'm sorry, no, you go ahead.
How is it able to take root?
It sort of looks to you and says, "It is an ancient evil, once mortal in nature. now burgeoning on immortality.
It's killable?
It
We
looks
can't
at
have a
you
good
and
track
says,
record at killing.
it says, "It is, but even in this capacity, I am forbidden to intervene." Gesturing again to the two undead behind you,
Why are you
he
forbidden?
said, "We are not to interfere in the affairs of mortals.
Why
The paths you choose are your own."
But if it's evil and wants to do bad things, surely letting it do those bad things is worse.
Spinning around, or just goes Grouch because evil has to exist alongside good.
Doesn't have to. Evil
It-
only exists if the stronger good lets it.
You can't have light without darkness, mate.
It looks you up and down for a moment and asks the question. It says, "And have you not done evil things?"
Undoubtedly. Try and
And-
make sure the good outweighs the evil, though.
And in that moment, as you speak, like you say undoubtedly, and just like it throws its hand out, and there's a flash of golden light, and a very large sword appears in its hand.
Everybody's done evil.
As it raises the sword and points it at you,
I'll sort of raise up my lance a bit, just in case he does attack me.
and it just sort of holds it there, looking for a second, like the two undead behind you, like they're almost trying to like shrink away from this. And it asks the question again. "And were the gods there to stop you on those days?"
Kinda wish they were. I sort of gesture to the guys behind me. Everybody does evil.
It sort of stops for a moment, lowers the sword, and almost as if like opening its hand to simply drop the sword on the ground, it just evaporates away into like a golden dust that blows away in the wind.
I'll relax a bit, lower the lance. But like a little more weary than I was before.
Is there a
Sort
faint
of.
poo smell coming from your saddle?
Sort of.
Let's just say that maybe the Frank is a little bit wet.
Looking down as it turns and starts to walk again. It
Uh,
answers, "We have larger concerns."
Sabrael, what can we do to help you?
Or we can't help everything. We have.
My hand
priority
is
that
just
we
held
need to
out
do.
just to ignore you. And I'm just looking straight at Sabrael.
It looks to you and says, "I don't know if you can," like gesturing again to the two behind you. He says, "These two were the last of your kind that entered this place." It goes on to explain. "Forever now, trapped in undeath." He said, "Going against everything that even we believe. I chose this for them, so as not to feed what lies in this place when it needs to survive." will be reborn.
What does it need to survive?
It looks at you all for a moment, and then, like, the words slowly creep out. Living souls.
We've slain some living creatures on the way to this chamber. Would that have aided this creature?
It sort of slumps for a moment. Slowly nods its head. Yes. Yes, they would.
What exactly are we talking about here? What kind of creature? Can you describe it?
It goes on and starts explaining. It says, the remains of a powerful lich dwell within these ruins.
And a lich being common knowledge what it is to most people?
Probably not that common. Make a... No, this goes straight intelligence check.
I could go,
Like
what's
this,
a lich?
this would be knowledge to awe, naturally. But if you're asking the question, okay, yeah, you're like, no, still.
What's a lich?
Still not ringing any bells on this one.
Is that a piece of fruit?
That's right.
It's really not Grouch's night with the rolls.
Yeah. He goes to explain. He says, says a demi-immortal, if you will, undead. A living being that has forever blackened its soul through rituals profane in its quest for immortality. He goes on to say, a creature that consumes all life in order to sustain its own.
And how do we kill it? I'm assuming you want us to kill it. Am I right?
He sort of looks at you and says, not in this place, you cannot. He says, for now it sleeps. He says, this is not its home, it was brought here.
Brought by who? Why?
It shakes its head. He said, I don't know. But
When was
here
it
is
brought
where
here?
it resides. And it must not be found.
So why are you telling us about it then if we shouldn't look for it?
He says, you are warned lest you stumble into its maw and become that which feeds it.
When was this lich brought here?
He starts sort of like it looks up as if drifting back. And there's almost like a flash in your mind as he begins to tell this story. This is maybe 800, 1,000 years ago. This was a bustling city hub, and you can see in your mind like all of these halls full. Trade carts, all the rooms off the side, like operating stores, places, hustle and bustle moving through.
Like a mall?
More like a functional city. Lots of dwarven folk moving through. He goes on to explain. This city was one of a few which connected both the surface world, the underground in which their dwarven kin dwelled, and a gateway to the Underdark itself. He said, and for a time it was very successful. And you can sort of see below this city is a deep stairwell that leads to a bridge. The bridge leads forward beyond, winds into another rock precipice, which then goes deeper into the Underdark. And you can see in this vision as he's explaining about how successful the place was in trade. Essentially what is free and open trade between dwarves, Duergar, and Drow. Like, this was a commercial city which was dealing with the surface and as a trade gateway to the Underdark itself, and seemingly successfully in doing so. And he goes on to explain, but powerful interests developed their own want for this place. They saw a threat in what was happening here and began to work their own dark rituals and magic. He said, one day a gift was brought to this place, an emissary from a faraway kingdom, and you're seeing what is essentially like a greeted, procession of dignitaries, a number of them carrying a large box as it was coming in, a gift to be presented to the king of these halls, in celebration of a union between these two cities and an alliance to be forged. And they're bringing the box in and setting it down. He explains, but it was a trap. Inside this box, the ancient remains of a creature of their own creation. A wizard who had given his own life to evil in order to fuel himself, and it would be the undoing of this place. And sort of flickering to later on down the track in the images, you can see after this box has been left, like just a black purple mist haze starting to crawl out of it after it's been left alone. And you're then getting flashes of transformations and an undead plague starting to sweep through this place, people killing each other, some fleeing, some fighting, some trying to fight it back as everything, like the city slowly gets taken over by this. Basically this thing, which is almost like an unliving weapon. As he goes on to explain, and the city was lost. He said, and dormant it has sat for so many hundreds of years. The unlife in the center of this mass. fading away, running out of things with which to sustain itself. It has receded back to its place, but dark creatures are drawn here. And forever dangerous, a blackened spot this tomb will be. And he continues to look at you all. He says, this creature that rests at the heart of this, it cannot be killed. You can destroy its body, but it will be reborn again. Simply waiting. Any and all who are killed near it, it draws from their very souls to feed itself.
If it were to be felled, would it be reborn here?
He shakes its head. I don't know. Maybe this place, maybe another, I know not.
What would you have us do?
Like he sort of looks at you, and then for a moment, like again their head tilts up as if listening to the environment around. Somewhere deeper in this place, almost like you were catching it on the wind before, you can hear like echoes coming out through the tunnels, which now sound like some screaming, clambering, like shuffling going on, and you're sure somewhere on it you can hear the ring of steel in the air as well.
Would that be, would we realise that's the invasion force that the Half-Ogres told us about?
I suppose everyone make a perception check.
Like, this is the now, not the story.
No, this is the now.
Bam!
What happened to the map? Oh! It's very fitting. The map is
So
freaked out on my
everyone-
end.
Yeah, I mean, for some of you it's so like faintly on the wind that you're not even sure if you're imagining it or not, but Digi, you can hear. So there's something moving and something happening
Give me
in
one
this
sec.
place.
I've got to reboot the game. It's freaked out. The map is bugged out.
Oh, knock yourself out. Just F5 that shit.
So it could, is it like through the ground, or like echoes through the hallway kind of deal?
Yeah, it's like echoes through the hallway, just you're sort of picking it up on the edge of your senses. But the ring of steel, scrambling footsteps.
Just with
There's
that.
some large amount of activity happening somewhere in here.
Can I use message to Grouch and ask him if we're fuck. If he's expecting company behind us?
Want me to go and check it out?
Just be aware of don't get flanked.
Is this being relayed to anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, this is just between you two. Like, you're telling him you can hear something. So Grouch would have heard it as well, but so faint as to be almost indistinguishable.
Sorry to interrupt. Just with that story, when he was talking to Grouch, and he went through the visions, was that to everyone in the room or just Grouch?
It would have been to probably everyone who could see.
Okay, cool. No worries.
So in that case, we'd say or Grouch and Estelda.
So I heard him explain it, but everyone else could see it.
Yep.
Alright.
So you were messaging Grouch saying you better go check that out, did you?
No, I was asking him to keep an eye out. We don't want to get flanked. Mainly because he's also closest to the doorway.
Would these guys try and stop me if I left?
They're both just on their knees looking at this thing.
Alright, I'll sort of...
Upon sending that message to Grouch, did you saying, look, check it and make sure we don't get flanked? You hear a voice echo in your own head, coming back to you, and it's not from Grouch. It says, "You needn't have any fear of danger in this room itself, little one. You will not be attacked here."
Is that just a digi or sorry? Or is it just a digi or everyone else?
That's just a digi.
I responded with squeak squeak, I'm a mouse.
You're not entirely sure what you're getting back. It's almost maybe a chuckle. And it speaks out aloud again for a moment. It says, "Your enemies draw closer." It says, "And they bring with them a darkness of their own."
Sabrael. Wait, he said this out loud, yeah?
Yep.
Sabrael, would you be able to give us the blessing of Lathander so we can push on?
It looks to you for a moment, and then looks down at the sword you're carrying. And you hear the voice echo in your head. It says, "Servant of Torm." So, you are always pushing on. Make a persuasion check. Right. Alright, it says out aloud. It says, "My blessings you have." So everyone in this room, Anna, Grouch, Digi, or Estelda, you are all under the effects of the spell Bless.
Ooh.
Which is... I'm sure there's a spell card for this somewhere. Here is whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you can add a d4 to the number.
How long will this be active for?
Hashtag blessed.
I don't know, until I say it's not.
Cover that.
Wait, so say it again. What was it?
You are under the effects of the Bless spell. Anytime you make a attack roll or saving throw, you can roll a d4 and add that number to the value. So not for your damage rolls, but for your attacks and saving throws. So essentially, your attack and defense.
Is it anytime we roll a d20?
No. No, it doesn't affect like skill checks and things like that.
Okay, so attack rolls and saving
specifically
throws.
saving throws and attack rolls. Those are all pasted in there. Just ignore the creatures affected because, you know.
Sabrael, servant of the Thunder, we thank you.
It sort of stops and looks to you again and says, "It is good to see another of faith in service.
Before we go, the portal you came through, does that take you back to the plane where Lathander resides?
It sort of looks at you for a moment, and you're not sure what you're catching. Maybe it's a brief smile. And it sort of looks at you for a moment and says, "Go forth with the Stormlord's fury."
Or nods and goes, thank you.
As it starts stepping
yeah.
back towards its portal. And as you're walking towards the Revenants, they sort of stand up again and look at you. The angel looks back at you and says, "The darkness that dwells in this place, that is coming for you and your people. He says it must not reach the heart of this tomb."
Wait, they're coming here?
They're probably trying to recover whatever evil thing it is and use its power for them.
It says, like it looks like it's stretching out for a moment, it says, "They know not of its existence, but they will be drawn to it and will seek it."
The ones that look like me.
There's a slow nod.
Looking over at Gresham, and I go, we need to hurry.
Is there anything you could do to help us? Anything more?
It looks for a moment and says, "Do you have my blessing?" And for a moment, it looks at you again, and you hear the voice in your head again, and it's the same voice, but this time there is a darker tone to it. It says, "You will not die within these walls. That is my promise."
Thank you, I think.
The Revenant's behind you.
As you're sort of like standing and they both look at you.
Oh, before you go, that chest up the back there seems to be sealed shut. You're doing? Should we not even touch it?
It looks back at the moment. Then looks at you. It says, the artifacts within are for one who could defeat the evil that resides in this place.
We could defeat the evil.
Sabrael, we will return for those artifacts when we have defeated the evil.
Crouch, make a persuasion check.
Oh, I am really bad at this.
We have faith. Right, guys?
Another 4.
Oh no.
Get them all out now, Scott. Get them all out now.
That was the one I wanted to do good on. Wait, no, I can't invaluable on a skill check.
Just waste his bliss.
Oh, I even rolled a
Trying to
1
resist my own
first.
stupidity. It stops for a moment.
We totally could. Have you seen this guy killing things? And I'm sort of motioning to Orr.
It
You mean?
looks at you for a moment and says, should you succeed in this task, there are rewards within, but I caution you. Some have tried and failed before.
I sort of look behind me at those two.
Yeah, like from one of them, there's like a slow nod, and from the other, it's still sort of looking at the ground, not making eye contact.
Sabrael, if we were able to defeat this great evil, would you release these ones? And I point to the revenants.
There is the slow nod. It says, yes, a release they would have. It is not my choice for them to go on the way they are. But it is as far as I am allowed to intervene.
Or nods, turns to the revenants and goes, I promised you we would be released and I'll make every effort to do so. And I attempt to step past them.
They let you go. There's no trouble at all.
I'm still hiding, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, have you sort of like been hiding out of the way for this whole thing?
Hashtag
Yeah.
no bless.
I'm way out of the way. Can I hide from everyone?
No, no, you can't.
Oh no, I was like,
I mean,
the missed
Alright,
it.
you're just like doing it for the lighter side.
Yeah, I was
But-
like.
Yeah,
sticking
sure, I mean,
head
it was a
around
good
shop.
roll. It was like a 25 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have no idea you're standing around the corner.
I don't think I was hidden though, was I?
I mean, from eyesight, yes, but you're dealing with a telepathic creature.
Is it possible to try and talk to Sabrael with my mind, even though I have nothing to do so?
What are you trying to communicate?
Naughty thoughts.
Have you seen Pornhub? So I just want to ask him a question.
Yeah, what do you want to ask?
I'm gonna ask him, do you know what made me? And I'll step out. Without the... Did I? No, I didn't put it on anyway.
So you're asking the question, what made me?
Yeah, but I want to ask it in my mind, if that'll work out that way.
Make a wisdom check. Just like, not like a saving throw, just like a straight wisdom check. So you're trying to ask what made me.
Does he know what made me?
There's like a brief moment, like a pause. And you hear, like suddenly hear back the echo as if right behind you. The voice, it echoes in your head, it says, like there's almost like a sound of contemplation, like a It looks down at you, like you turn around and it is behind you. And speaking out aloud this time, not echoing in your head, it says, "A soul you have," as it sort of leans in to look you up and down. And it finishes saying, "Although it is older than you are."
Do I belong here? I'll just gesture around everywhere to everything.
And in that moment, it sort of flashes away from you again. Gliding back through the hall, walking back towards its door, you hear the voice echoing inside your head again one last time. And it, I don't know, like almost like an incomplete sentence, but it just says, "We all belong."
Ten's is just gonna smile to himself and then just step out of the way.
Is he going towards the portal?
It's stepping towards the
I want
portal.
to step out and shout out, "Wait!"
It stops for a moment and looks back. "Yes, little one."
I need to know a question. Is Zionil real? He's Patreon of craftfolk and inventors, and he was someone my father worshipped. And I need to know it wasn't for nothing.
What was the name?
Zionil. To gnomes, he's known as Zionil, but he's actually gone the Lord of all Smiths.
How do you spell it, Digi?
Zionil.
Oh.
But just look up Gond, Gond.
Ooh, dig the book. Zion.
That's my brother's name.
Huh, there you go. Don't tell him he's referred to as a god in any form of documentation.
I definitely will not.
It's just like his ego goes through the roof.
It looks at you for a second. And it says, your father did not worship a false god.
I'm just gonna give a sigh of relief. Thank you.
And looking forward one more time, as you're walking out, you hear the echo again in your head, or it says, Servant of Torm, cleanse the source of the evil from this place.
I just nod and just take another step forward.
Yeah, and as you take the next step forward, you hear the voice echo again. And it says, and a chance to save your sister you shall receive.
And I pause immediately. I just spin around, I look at the servant, and I nod.
And as you sort of turn to nod, like you look back and it's already walking back through the gate as the light glows brightly for a second and then fades back to just the low, gentle, humming golden colour that fills the room.
I call back. We need to hurry.
I guess so. So I'm guessing we have to fight that thing now. That's not negotiable. Oh, and I look at the look on Or's face.
You want to stop the orcs?
You're after the evil now, though, aren't you?
Do you want to stop the orcs?
Of course.
We can't let them get this. Stopping them from coming in here will be one thing, but stopping them from getting the evil is completely another. And that, right now, is what we need to do.
Oh, question.
Hmm?
What? How evil could this leech be? I mean, leeches just...
Lich.
Not leeches, little one. Liches. Think of an undead magic user that just has enormous amounts of power.
I'd rather a leech.
So would I, brother. So would I. Stopping where I am,
Yes.
that stuff there, has that been drawn by one of us, or is that part of the map?
Hang on, what are you looking at? Let's see.
These little things here that lead south.
Right, as you get into this hallway, like the sounds of whatever's happening down here are growing louder. You can see, I mean, this would be actually kind of faint in your vision since you've got dark vision, like this would still be dim light to you. But there appears to be something on the floor in front of you.
I look back just to see Estelda and Digi behind me, and I'm waiting for the others before I move forward.
Is it possible to know if that shuffling of movement is still going on?
Make a perception check.
19.
It's faint, but it grows louder as you get into this area.
I've stuck my head around the corner again, and everyone's gone.
We walked past you. We're heading south now.
I was totally aware of that. I'm following you.
I take a step through the threshold.
Just where I is on the map, I'll just say that I've... Oh, there you are. Yeah, cool.
Getting to this point here, I want to stop and just have a look at what that is. Are they footprints or are they bloodstains or...
It's brown.
It's poop tracks.
Blood can be brown.
Yeah. As you get closer to it, you realise that these are... Like, and as you get down here, the noise coming from this place is louder still. You realise these appear to be tracks, and they're coming out of a number of places from within. Like, there appear to be more than one room that these are flooding out from. And as you start to get further down this hall, like, the sounds of just, like, scrabbling, screeching, and what sounds like the clash of weapons grows louder.
To the south, yeah?
Yep.
I'm gonna follow the poop trail.
Sentry, just back to my earlier question, would mending fix that armor?
A long rest.
Okay, so I'll have to stay at 22. No worries.
Or as you enter this room, where you've gone off through the side, you realise everything here is covered in thick, dense webs.
I look straight up.
Empty the room is. Make a perception check. Almost out of the corners of your eyes, you see... It's almost like a blue shimmer of high-speed movement, but you turn your head to quickly swing onto it and look, and it's gone again.
No, that was pinchy. Fuck. Okay, I look at Estelle and go, did you see that?
See what? All I see are webs.
Something blue and shimmery.
That's not good. What do you want to do? Press on or head back to the others?
You with me?
Which direction
am.
did you guys even go in?
I step forward.
As,
Okay, go.
as they've become separated from the group.
How far did you follow the poop?
Like, as you get around this corner, everyone sort of freeze for a second. As you step around looking down, Gretch, you can see, like, these stains on the floor of sort of, like, flesh and filth that's been dragged across them. It all sort of leads down in this direction here, which is, like, closer and louder to the source of noise, this rabble that is breaking out down here now. Like, there is what sounds like an explosion from further down there, like a very large boom and what sounds like the swell of flames.
Alright, look, I'm going to see what all this is, and so I'm going to go, yeah, and start investigating. Trying to move quietly, but putting more of a premium on moving fast.
Alright, well, I mean, if you're going to be trying to move quietly, you're rolling a stealth check.
Yeah, I'll roll
Which should
stealth,
be
hang on.
with disadvantage, I suppose, anyway, based on your armor.
Yep. I really need to fix that sheet so it stops querying me all the time.
Phew, 11. As you're now sort of starting to work your way quickly up, and as the sounds of this like large boom you could hear down the hall appear to be like the echoes of it dying down again.
On the bright side, at least they're probably deaf. Oh, I see ore suddenly.
Yeah, you come out from
That's
around the
good,
corner
you're
and you
kidding.
can see Orr like struggling to push his way out of like a large webbed area.
There's something moving in the room behind me.
Do you want me to go check that out?
I
This
I
room
keep
here
pushing
down
forward.
south, or?
and I point to where Estelda is. As I break free, I just go, there's something in that room.
I
It's
only just can see Estelle. Like, she's literally on the edge of my vision at 15 feet. Apparently.
something blue and shifting is in that room, and there's a lot of cobwebs.
Digi, come on.
Well, look, I think we've got a bigger problem. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
The explosion.
Yeah, you would have heard that all.
Alright. Which direction roughly would it have come from coming through?
Down the hall?
Wait,
Well,
this
in
way?
in the direction all these tracks seem to be leading.
Okay.
Like at this stage when you get here, it is loud.
I moved
Like-
to here and stop.
As
I'm
you
back.
get to that position and stop, what did you roll on your stealth check?
11.
11. Yeah. Like as you stand to that entrance, there is an immediate turn and a hiss with a wah as another of those like glowing flaming skulls turn and just spits. I would like,
Deck saves.
yep, deck saves from Grouch or and Estelda.
I can see it, so I get
Don't forget
advantage.
the-
Thank fuck.
D4 as well. Oh, is it deck saving or
Yeah,
Yeah.
dexterity saves.
D4 from the blessed?
And roll another a d4 to throw on top of it.
I'm guessing a nat 1 doesn't mean shit.
No, roll a d4 and put it on top of it. It could change it. No. As like another ball of fire comes rocketing up.
It gets advantage as well.
Oof. As Digi and Tenzin, you can see further down this tunnel, like this wave of flame that comes flying off. What's the DC on these things? Oh yeah. So yeah, everyone except for Orr past this one end. Digi is unaffected. He's just out of range of it.
Did Frank get blessed, just out of curiosity?
Gotta say no. Didn't even
Also,
think
when
about
you
that.
get a
Poor Frank.
chance, can you switch Frank's sheet from querying whisper roles to GM or public to
Ooh.
not to query?
Well, you could do that.
I can't. Because it's not a regular sheet, it's a NPC style sheet.
Advantage toggle rolls to GM. Never whisper rolls. Damage auto roll. Auto roll damage and crit. Advantage toggle. Is it the whisper queries
Whisper
that
rolls
it's
to
doing?
GM is the one that it keeps
Yeah, cool.
querying me on.
Alright, sweet. That's fixed up anyway. I should have you sorted.
Thank you, thank you.
But yeah, so. What's Fireball? 86?
I think
Sounds right, but I don't know because people cast it at higher level all the time.
Yeah, we'll say that's about right. As this like enormous blast just goes off, have you got evasion, Estella?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay, so you are able to just throw yourself behind one of these braziers and avoid the brunt of this. Grouch, you make your save. Do you have
And
evasion or
Shield
is that just a
Master
half?
gives me evasion if I pass.
Okay.
So
you
they
put up your
cut behind
shield,
the
of which you are able to hide behind. Did Frank pass his?
and he has
Yes,
evasion because I'm mounted on him.
Right, he somehow hides behind you. You just do like a forward somersault with you and the dog.
I take the blast on my shield in front of everyone, except Or, somehow.
Alright, or you are wearing 33 points of fire damage.
It tickles.
As it goes off and slams you back against the wall. And Digi, you just pull up short as this explosion goes off and the wave of flame sweeps back towards you. At this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative. Alright, hang on. Let me get out my thingy and clear the initiative order before people just start spamming rolls. Yep, alright. Now roll initiative.
Do another roll.
Yeah, maybe it'll be 10. Never know.
Just press the button again and then change the roll to what it was.
It did beat 10. There you go.
Damn, Scott, you're right up there with me this time. Woo!
Yeah, that's different. They know we're here too, Digi, so you're not going to get sneak attack.
Not unless I'm next to friends.
And friends don't go before you go.
Friends don't let friends run into walls of undead.
Without sending the tank first. Subtle hints!
Right, let me crack some character sheets. Oh my god, I'm never making a map this big again, I swear to god.
Mistakes were made.
Oh, great map. Connection is not enjoying it at all.
Athena, you did good.
I think what I might do is run some of these groups on one initiative just because there's actually quite a few bad guys here.
Well, narrow corridor, so it's not like
they're all
leaving.
piled up on top of each other to a point where it's gonna start like. So let's see how many good rolls. 15, not bad. Oh, sorry for the awkward silence. Unfortunately, we're pulling up sheets everywhere. So many sheets. I am actually finished rolling initiative though, so sort of by descending. What's one of those going first? So as you get around the corner, like this blast of fire just ringing in your ears, Grouch, you hear the distinct shouting of orcish voices coming from down the hall below you to the south. Or you can hear the voices shouting out, just saying, "Form a perimeter!" I'm not sure
Same
how
kind
many
of
of you guys
voices
speak.
as
Yes.
ogre things?
No, this is the speaking Orcish language. Like not speaking ogre.
Oh, it's in Orcish, okay.
Yeah, like specifically speaking English, Anguish, Orcish, and there is just shouting like it's saying, "Form a perimeter!" as it continues to push up. This thing will be making a couple of attacks with its great axe. 1, 2, 12 and a 19. Ooh, both hit. 12 for 14. Yeah, as it just like starts slamming into one of these things down at the hall. Like, you more or less can't see through all of this because of this massive pile of bodies that's like just now scrabbling down this hallway in front of you, and the fact that you've just been blasted here as well. But in the hall in front of you appears to be just like a horde of undead ploughing their way down here, and you can hear the voices shouting through from the other side of it. There appears to be orcs on the other side that are stuck fighting against this wall. Gee whiz, Flame Skull, it's this thing's turn again. Oh, alright. Good news, it's not going to be a fireball because it's already used its only slot.
I think.
This thing again sort of turns and its eyes flare. As it opens its mouth and starts chanting some varying words. Right, and a large sphere of fire starts to materialize in the air beside you.
Who's you? Me?
Yeah,
oh.
yeah, or just in that general like corner there. I'm going to say it's adjacent to both yourself and Adora.
In my tile or to my left?
It's probably going to be here.
Like, yeah, like right outside the doorway there. Alright, and in that instance, like, it sort of generates and then rushes forward and tries to slam into you. I would like yourself, Grouch, to make a dexterity save.
Is this targeting only me or Frank as well?
I think you can. It says you can 5 foot diameter fire space and appears in an unoccupied space of your choice. Lasts the duration. Any creature that ends its turn with us make a dex saving throw. Yeah, 2d6 damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. As a bonus action, sphere can move up to 30 feet if you ram it into
Flaming
something.
sphere?
Yeah, flaming sphere.
Then me,
Creature
Frank,
must
and
make-
Comic, and Distelda.
No, it's only on impact.
Oh, because it's
Because
just
this isn't the end. This isn't the end of your turn. This is like its turn.
Yep,
so
yep.
it can cast it as the action, as the bonus action. It's going to try and move it.
+2 because it's only me, which means 8.
All right, sweet.
Wait, blessed. 9.
Oh, so as soon as if you move it into a creature, you guys are both in the same space. Make one for Frank anyway.
Well, it's important for Shieldmaster because that only works if it's targeting the extra plus AC from the shield. It only happens if it targets just me.
No, I'd say you're both in the same space.
Okay, so then not +2.
Either way, those were pretty low saves.
Wait, that was the Dex ability check, not saving throw. There, the second one. That second one's you saved.
Alright, so yourself and Frank both take 8 points of fire damage. So it's not like a monster hit.
Man, that lag.
Yeah, it's pretty serious, right? Alright, and that is its turn. Meanwhile, the orcs down here, there's more shouting from down the back. Like, it sounds like some of these orcs are injured. Like, some of them are calling to fall back, some of them are calling to reinforce the flanks, yada yada. But, like, and from further into this place, you can still hear fighting happening as well. Like, it appears that the orcs down here are just being beset by undead. So 5, 10, 15, 20, it'll make its way to there. It's gonna throw a javelin. Oops, at range. Whatever. Same attack roll, same damage. Does a 13 hit? Yes, it does. 5 piercing damage. Alright, and Digi, you're up.
I am going to.
Shit, I didn't roll in as initiative. Sorry. That's alright, you're up anyway.
She's hiding. That fireball thing. That's just gonna stay there and it's.
Yep, it appears to just be hanging.
Is it in? Like, it's not in the middle of the
Oh,
square.
it's, yeah, I know, it's supposed to be like on Grouch and Frank's square right now, because it's like grinding on them.
Okay. I'm gonna step up. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna step. Shoot. I'll just get back on.
So that's sharing a square with Estelda.
Shit, I can't see it.
She kind of blends into the floor.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take that and dash through all. And go around, and wow, that's a lot. I'm gonna use the Queen Scar.
Keep moving, little one.
Move?
Lucius, we need to get out of range of this fucking flaming sphere that's sitting there grinding on Grouch.
Okay. Go up here. And I'll shoot the Queen Scar at the skull there.
Alright, sweet, so you're taking the shot at that guy.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Don't forget you bless.
Oh yeah, you can also roll another d4 onto it. As you take the shot at it, yeah, say it does, the arrow strikes it. For
Good then.
10 points. Which brings us to Grouch.
Okay, so yeah, we will run to here. Lance at dude man in front of me.
Is there any damage off the bat from that sphere?
Is it start's turn or end's turn?
End's turn.
Oh,
So you have
muted.
to end your turn next to it.
Ah, too easy.
Or
Does
make
a
contact with it.
14 hit? Oh, wait, I need to bless. Does a
as you-
16 hit?
Lash out with your lance and try to land a shot on this thing. Like there's another very quick exclamation of words and some sort of a shield pops up around the skull itself and the lance just pings off the side of it.
Does it look like the shield spell that I've seen before?
You're not really a magic casting type, but you get the feeling it could be something along those lines.
Grr, frustrated, I poke it again.
Yeah, that time you definitely get through, land a solid hit.
And again. Ooh, not so much.
Yeah, and the third one you're unable to get a shot on it.
17
again,
total with the bless.
Unfortunately, glances off the side.
Still not? Okay, I would like him to be marked with my implacable marky mark. Or
Mhm.
unwavering mark, whatever the fuck I think
Yep.
it's called now.
Just remember he's
And-
marked.
Keep moving to over here, and Frank will blow his second wind,
Yep.
which is +3. Frank gets 10 hit points.
Oh, nice.
And I am done.
Sweet. Meanwhile, down the back here, you can hear just more shouting. In Orcish, like orders just being barked back and forward. Saying, move it up, hold the perimeter, don't slow down. Keep them boxed in until we cut them all to the floor. A couple of swings of a great axe. First one's a miss, second one's a hit. It's from the other end of this hall now, you're starting to see like a few large bodies. Sort of occasionally through gaps in the rest of this rumble that's fighting through here. You can hear like weapons being swung at both ends. Estelle, you're up.
I'm not the only one who's like who can't see like anything, right?
You might have to reset your
Like I can see, but I can't see tokens.
They sort of
Very
fade
well.
in around the 15 feet
Yeah.
mark.
Is that just like my vision?
That's because it's dark.
Okay, just making sure. All right. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, just be aware, starting your turn or ending your turn anywhere like
Yeah.
in direct contact with that thing will trigger a damage.
2d6 from last week.
25, and I'm gonna attack this flaming skull in front of me.
Alright, sweet. Alright, first swing unfortunately
Wait.
misses it, ducks out of the way.
Should I even try with the D4?
Oh, you can try. No.
14. No.
Unfortunately not.
Alright, second hit.
Yeah, second hit, absolutely like solid swing, makes contact with it on the backswing.
Alright, and I will follow that up with a punch.
You're gonna throw your blessing on that?
Yes I will.
That's right, this is teetering on the edge.
These attacks are all a flaming skull, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. In that case, yeah, like the second swing, you like get it and just slam it straight against the wall. And you can feel it like crack as you just like palm heel it against the wall, but it's still sort of holding together.
Alright, and that's gonna be my turn.
Alright.
Has the flaming sphere persisted, or is this thing just like superpowered with it?
No, it persisted. Oh shit,
Dear
I didn't even
God.
think about that. Oh fuck it, persisted.
Too easy.
Yeah, con saves.
Alright, the ghouls. Or as it crawls up and will attempt to start scratching at you, Grouch. That'll be the 14, not the 24. Ignore that advantage.
Yes, I did not attack recklessly.
Yeah, no. It scratches at you and misses as another one starts like climbing up over the top of itself, same thing.
I would like to poke that one with my reaction as it moves close, please.
Alright.
No.
It
Wait,
hits.
take less. Oh, that hits, okay.
Yeah, these are not great. Like, these things are disgusting, but they are not powerful. As you strike it on the way in, does that halt it where it is?
It sets its speed to 0, but the movement that it took does happen.
Okay, so in
So
that
it moving
case...
5 feet triggers me hitting it sets its movement to 0.
Alright, gotcha, so it's not going anywhere from here. But it is close
Which it
enough,
doesn't need
so
to, it just needs to hit me.
yeah, it will lash out and try and hit you. Does a 23 hit you?
It does!
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw as well. While you're at it, as it scratches you for 6 slashing damage. And you feel like as it scratches you, some just vile poison start to try and work its way into you, but you manage to shrug off the effects.
I mean, even if I roll a 1, I pass that. Unless ones are just fails.
These ones will start crawling up from this way, and it's age 10's and it's your turn.
Uh-huh. Alright, well, as... hang on a sec. As a action, I'm going to cast that on myself.
Alright.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to use the last of my wild shapes and turn into a bear. Brown bear.
The bear is coming out.
I'm just going to pop Tenzin in this little room here, and the dark bear's going to have dark vision. The dark bear's going to have dark vision. The brown bear's going to have dark vision as well.
Alright.
Can you pull up that token for me, please? Or I can have the generic Facebook guy.
Oh, I can find one. Sure, I've got it here somewhere. Ring the brown bear is big. I'm sorry. Control by determining character settings. Can you drive that thing? Can you see?
What can am I looking for?
Alright, no. No is the answer to that question. What pain in the ass this is. Anyway, Facebook guy's coming out.
Okie dokie. Hello, Facebook guy. Where'd he go? Oh no, there he is. The brown bear was there, now he's gone.
Yeah, Facebook guy.
Okay. Oh, both of them are gone now. Facebook guy needs dark vision.
Alright, you're just dragging a ton of them on the map. Hang on, so have you actually got a character sheet for the brown bear?
I do?
Alright, cool. So you know how many hit points and shit it's got?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't forget to put yourself back in the initiative order as well.
Oh fuck, you just deleted your other token, didn't you? Alright, what's a brown bear's dark vision?
It doesn't have dark vision, but I've cast it on myself. I should have a few hours left on that.
Alright. Alright, so you've got sight on that, and you've got a brown vision. Brown bear's stats up there.
Yeah, and
yeah,
14 point.
34 hit points, and then your
Yep.
AC.
I've got all that, yeah. 14.17 was initiative.
Alright, it's your turn.
I'm just going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and I think... Did I see anything on the rooms looking past? Like walking past? Was there anything in those rooms?
Nothing immediately sprung out to you.
Alright, well I'll just finish my turn there.
Alright, so your armor class will be, I think, 18 at the moment, because you haven't had
20.
a long rest.
Oh yeah, that's right, the shield. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've got a shield equipped right now.
I did, but I lose it.
Okay, gotcha. So that brings us to, or it's your turn.
Too easy. A little bit singed and hurting. All's gonna go 5 foot, 10 foot, 15 feet. Let me have a look. To take a potion, is that a bonus action or an action?
Take a what?
A potion.
I'll probably call it an action.
Alright.
Because you gotta like reach in and pull it out, do you think?
In that case, I am going to stand here and cast... as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself. At 2nd level. So that's 2d4 plus 5.
Yep, yep. Not bad.
Feeling a little bit strong, I'm like, okay, I can do this, and now I'm going to cast Channel Divinity, Turn Undead.
Alright, sweet. What's the range on that? $30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sweet. So, turn undead. At your level is destroy undead as well, isn't it?
So you're looking at level
There
11
we go.
CR2 or lower.
I'll just go down to these guys, see up to the lower. Alright, let's make some saves. We'll start with the 4 and 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4 in that order, left to right.
Trying to beat DC 17.
Ooh, what is it, Constitution? What is
It is a Wisdom saving throw.
Pass. Fail. Fail. Really fail. Pass. Fail. Pass fail. So, a number of these
What about
undead
the flaming
in front
skull?
of you are just blasted into dust. Oh, I'll get to him in a second.
Too easy.
Where did I leave him? Pass.
Son of a bitch.
That's right, that's the one that's marked.
Right, exploded. Exploded. Passed. Failed. Call that fear, and from these bottom to pass fail. So that one just gets blown away to dust as well. Alright. Have you got anything else coming up?
Yeah, with the remaining movement, I'm going to go back. That's to 20 and 25, and I'll end my turn in there.
Alright.
Tackle opportunity.
From the flaming skull, yeah, he'll get one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I moved from basically being here, where he's in range, to out of range. So yeah, he will get one.
Nice.
At disadvantage, but yeah.
Okay, so let's get disadvantage. We'll blast you with a flame ray, which it misses.
Negative Ghost Rider.
Alright, sweet. Brings us to mummy. As it is currently afraid of ore. Does it say just inflicts it with fear, or does it specifically say must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can? They can't willingly move within a space. Can't take reactions. Alright, shit. So it's just gonna be like scrabbling forward this way, trying to get over you. As it pushes its way forward into that. Into this. So where it's at, it's just gonna start trying to punch its way out of here. So we'll just take a swing and try and punch this aura right in front of it to get away. Attack with 12. That's a miss. As the orc fights it off. The Zorog here moving in, again shouting with the others about us holding the lines. We'll charge up to the front. We'll get 2 axe swings out. 10-10. Both actually getting nothing. Genuinely useless. Alright, that was its turn. Good for it. There's a trait that I didn't see on the way through. Doesn't matter. Alright, this thing will come running in, back up and make a run towards you, Grouch, and will attempt to scratch at you with its claws. $14. Guess not. Which brings us to Anna, who is just shouting down the halls. Just what's going on? As melee is
Undead fighting
25,
wolves.
We're being attacked. Help.
30. She can see a fireball out there lighting that place up, and I was like, oh fuck, what do I do about this? She's kind of used up her movement for the moment. She'll make a dash action. 5, 10. To get one bit closer to the fireball, then she'll stop there. And she's like, shit, I don't know what to do. Can see you from there, or? Oh, only very faintly. She will use a healing word on you. She can see you through the gap.
This is on me, yes?
Yep. At a first level. Nice. So you take another 8 hit points.
I'll definitely take it.
She runs in, starting to get you patched up. Meanwhile, this thing will take 2 more swings with its battle axe at the creature in front of it that has just arrived. Ooh. I do believe that is a pair of hits. The first one is a hit at 15 for 14 slashing damage. Jeez, these are big hits. And this next one, which was a stonker, is actually going to do nearly fucking nothing. Crazy. Alright, our friend again, the Flame Skull. This thing's now locked into combat with you, isn't it, Crouch?
Correct. Anyone but me, it attacks or hurts, then I get to do things disadvantage on attacks against not me.
It just growls to itself for a moment. It will blast you with its eye rays twice.
No.
No, both of those miss. And then as it hisses, its fireball comes rolling back in again and slams into you. Again, I'd like you and Frank to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, poor Frank.
And Frank takes 10 points of fire damage.
Reduced by evasion.
So he's under the effects of the evasion feat at all times.
Yes, so long as I'm mounted on him, he gets straight up the evasion feat, whereas my character, it's only if I pass, then half damage.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Alright, so he
Fails.
will take, yeah, so Frank takes 5 points of fire damage from that.
Yep.
Sweet. Alright, that's this guy's turn. This thing will come running in and take a swing with its axe. 16, that's actually a hit. For 10 slashing damage as it tries to cut down this undead in front of it. Which brings us right around to the top of the round. Digi, you're up.
I'm gonna step up.
I got the skull, did you?
Okay. And step in. Oh, there's all. And I'll just shoot my bow, because there's too many bodies.
Just
This
going
big-
thread the needle on one of these. Which one are you shooting at?
The big orc guy there.
Alright, 2 is here. It's another, like, large undead zombie creature. Yeah, that's absolutely a hit. So, you get that guy for everything he is worth. And roll a sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Oh shit. Like, that's a huge shot. Like, basically the arrow threads over Grouch's shoulder, hits this thing through the neck, and, like, tears a piece of bone out the other side. Like, it spins
Ricochets and
back.
kills an orc, right?
Yeah, that's right, then it bounces down the hallway off all the walls like Hanzo's arrows. Splits into 12 arrows. No, it hits that thing through the neck, like, splits it. Like, its neck crunches against the wall, and its whole body just, like, spins out as it goes down and hits the ground. Solid.
And I'll take a step to the side.
Alright, sweet, which brings us around to Grouch.
Okay, first up. Bonus action, longsword attack, because I'm discarding my lance for now. It gets advantage, hang on.
What gets advantage?
This bonus action attack I get to do on the flaming skull because it attacked somebody who wasn't me. Or it damaged somebody that wasn't me.
Who did damage?
It damaged Frank with the flaming spear. The wording of the thing says if it damages somebody that isn't you, you get to bonus action attack them on your round.
Alright.
So that's
This one
what, 9
more.
plus half my fighter level, which is 5.
Alright. Done.
Then still alive.
How much damage did you do?
Oh, whoops. I did 9 plus
right.
5.
Absolutely. No. It's like you just come straight down on it and like smash it off the wall. Like it just goes crack, bounces off your sword, bounces off the wall, and then clunks down to the ground lifeless.
Then the longsword against the one to my south, 14 damage. On a 25 to hit.
14 damage on a 25 to hit. And that is also a cut down.
Frank and I move. Whoops, sorry, that was the lance, not the longsword. 10 damage on an 18 to hit against the thing directly south of me.
That is also a kill. As you're now starting to plow right through all this stuff. Like as you cut down the last one of these things, you can now see cleanly there is a wall of orcs on the other side of this. Like in the remaining who stand.
Chop through the last of the
Except for
undead.
me.
That is 4 attacks you've made this round.
Yep. Bonus action 1 against the skull. And then the 3 normal attacks.
Yeah, so this will be the 5th attack you just clicked on there.
No, ignore the Frost Lance one. I clicked the wrong button by mistake.
Okay.
I did say that at the time. I said it was the wrong
Alright,
button.
okay. And on this one, 23, 10, yep, that's a hit. As you come charging in the back and hacking into this, like as you're coming down, like there's now shouting coming from these orcs going, "Ah, they're already here!"
If he's still alive, I would like to leave my mark on him and end my turn.
Alright, nice. Brings us to this guy here. who will take a step back onto his own dude. He'll start pulling javelins off, and he'll retrieve 2 javelins off his shoulder and try to throw them both at you, Grouch. Uh, 9, like it's clumsy, like it comes over and skids off the wall beside you, and 12, second one, gets nothing done with that. And that was his turn. At this point, he is now shouting, change your plans! Fall back and barricade the tunnel! Like you understand Orcish, this is what you're hearing. Anyone who doesn't understand Orcish is just hearing.
Well, I'm gonna yell back up the corridor. They're pulling back!
Estelle, you're up.
Alright. Uh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that thing in front of me dead or alive? I can't actually
Sorry,
tell.
shove that out the way. What's standing in front of you is alive. It appears to be another undead humanoid wrapped in bandages head to toe.
Alright. I will attack it.
Sweet. That's a hit.
Again with the staff. Let me know if I should roll my d4.
Second one is also a hit.
And I will hit it with an unarmed.
And the third is also a hit, so it's a total of... Wow. Everything it had left, like you just come down the hall into this thing that's still like trying to scrabble over the top of everything in front of it to get away from ore, and just basically drill it down to the ground.
You rolled a 4 and still hit.
Monk life.
I'm amazing, what can I say? And then I'll take 1 step back. Oh, I don't know why it keeps pinging like that.
Because you're
And
holding
yeah.
the click a little bit too long for the lag, and so it decides you pinged.
Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, sweet. I'm not sure if there's any of these things left at this stage. Yeah, there are a couple. One will try and hack into this orc over here. One will have a go at Grouch. One will have a go at the orc to the thing behind Grouch. And I think literally everyone misses everything. Alright, that brings us around to Tenzin.
Okay, I'm gonna move 40 feet past Anna. 5, 10, 15. Realise I probably can't get through that door.
Yeah, we'll say you can.
I'll go there and then move through. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is that flaming sphere still there?
No.
No, it's gone.
It's dead.
30, 35, 40. And that'll end my turn. If I'm wild shaped, I can use an action to move my dash again.
Yeah, like dashing is still a normal thing to do.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get through, or is this guy still alive?
Yes.
That one is,
Okay.
but the path to the left is clear.
Okay, yeah. Move there.
Right, as you come running through here.
I'll hold my turn there. There's nothing else I can do. Mark
Alright,
Zuckerberg will stay there.
as you come face to face with like a half-washed, some undead, some orcs. And it brings to, oh, you're up again.
Too easy. Oh, it's going to step out. 5 foot, 10 foot, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Huh. So you got Grouch just here, Stella's in front of me, and then the bear past the doorway, yeah?
Uh-huh.
And as far as I can tell, everything in that room is alive, yeah?
Yeah, there's a combination of like orcish and undead in that room. And like everyone appears to be trying to kill everyone else. Like this is officially a three-way at this stage of the game.
Oh la la.
So bonus action, healing word on myself again. Level 2 again.
I don't know about you guys, but my three ways don't really involve undead.
Don't judge me, it's
You're,
28. Yeah, it's 2018, don't judge me.
You're not doing your 3 ways, right, if that's the case.
Of all these mobs, who would I have the clearest line of sight to?
Technically, everything you are looking at right now would be at least like under half cover obscured, just because of how many people you're looking through. It's a crowded hallway.
Well, I did hit the one in front of me if you just want to toll it.
No, it's more that I can't see for range attacks.
I mean, you can still see for ranged attacks, but everything here would be treated as being at half cover.
I am going to try and make a ranged attack against the orc in front of the bear with the scorching ray from the blasting circle.
Alright, sweet. Roll high. No, unfortunately not.
Don't you get
As
like
you-
2 more?
Oh, it's actually the spell Scorching Ray, right?
Yeah,
Oh, in that case, yeah, you get like 3 tries.
I get 3 of them.
The third one goes cutting through and actually manages to score a hit, sort of threading everyone. In the meantime, Estelda and Tenzin in his bear form have just started like stop dropping and rolling around the place as you're just uncontrollably launching fire blasts all over the place behind them.
Hashtag YOLO.
Show me what you got. Yeah, like the last one of those fiery blasts strikes the orc that was back there in front.
Said to warm up.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's full movement,
Alright,
action and bonus.
Alright, sweet. Meanwhile, this one that just got hit is now looking around like wondering what the fuck he's going to do about this situation. He will raise his axe up in front of you, Tenzin, and he takes a swing actually behind. Like turns around 180 and starts swinging at this thing behind him, managing to land a hit with the second one. Finally cutting that thing down in front of him. And he will attempt to start falling back. So from here, you will get an attack of opportunity against him, Tenzin.
With the bite or the claws, or doesn't matter?
Your choice.
Does that hit?
He's- Yep, claws. You slash out with the claws and are unable to make contact with him
Okie dokie.
as he starts pulling back and yelling at the orc behind him to like... Do you speak Orcish, Tenzin?
I do not.
Alright, sweet.
I do.
You can just hear a various
Thank you.
number of Orcish noises. Sounds like Klingon. Grant, you can identify it. He's just saying, "Pull back for the perimeter, block off the room."
Sounds like Klingon. That's pretty funny.
Jafar, creep.
I don't know what Jafar means. There's the bad guy in the
It's not
Lion
Klingon.
King.
No, he's the bad guy in Aladdin.
Pretty sure it's a type of candy.
Jafar. Alright, that thing doesn't get a turn because it's dead, and it should just think about what it's done. And it will come running in. Step. Look down the hallway and do the traditional AOI. What the fuck?
That's like AOI's catchphrase.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the... Get and... What's that for random targets?
You have to say fuck it before doing a spell.
Ah, fuck it. He will
Yeah.
launch a firebolt.
AY, is that you?
That's right.
He may be physically gone, but his spirit is with us.
He's going to go for the same one that Orr got with his blast earlier. Jeez, that's rolling high. Actually, no. He's gonna do better. He's gonna go for a sacred flame. He's got that.
Yep.
Jeez, he can do everything. No, he's not even gonna do that. He's gonna go for Toll the Dead against this same orc that suffered one blast from Orr's fire thingy.
Oh!
Damn, 24 damage on DC 17 years.
No.
And it fails its save as the bell rings and a white flash of light rings out. And it does a shitload of damage. As suddenly the orc that was shouting orders is partially struck down, falls to its knees for a moment with the white light and the peeling ethereal bell sound. Sort of stands up again. And that'll be a wise turn. Yep. Which brings us to the next Oregon line. It will attempt to cut down a couple more of these things. Actually, yeah, it will. Great axe, 1, 2. Oof, nice. See, tell me it's got a big 12 on that, so no, 10. So it makes a big slash into the back of the one that's in front of you, Grouch, hitting it. And then for the second swing attempts to swing through and cleave at the one beside it. 15 plus 10, 25. That next one, it literally just splits it in half in one shot.
I almost feel sorry for these undead. We've just come in the back and just started slaughtering them while they're getting slaughtered up front.
It's alright, they're undead. These are just mindless creatures. There for the killing. Alright, and he will attempt to start running for it. As well as he starts to peel back to form a perimeter against the wall here. Just to protect this doorway, and it will provoke an opportunity attack from one of those ghouls. Which will try and scratch it in for 15, but it is unable to land a hit and he gets away cleanly. Flame Skull doesn't get a turn because it's this orc receiving the orders will now start running. And it'll make another sprint. And that is his turn. That brings us to Digi.
Haha! I'm going to step down 20, 25. That's brown bear, and who's that? I can't see.
That's one of the undead thingies that I've attacked.
So I want to fire scorching ray, 2 at the orc here and 1 back here. To the other side.
Sweet, so you just open fire with them rays.
Hi-oh!
First one looks good.
Oh, the second one, ignore that.
So the first one, the one straight in front of Grouch, like it just burns through immediately. Toasty.
Alright. And then the other 2 will go down on them.
So which other ones you aiming at here?
I just draw 1 and 2. I don't know if you can see those.
Okay, gotcha. I can see the 1 and the 2. So the 22, that will hit that one. As it sort of like grunts slightly as a flame burns a line up into its armor. It can feel the heat, so to say.
It's getting toasty.
The other one goes wide in as it's able to effectively half deflect it out the way using the broad blade of its own axe as the beam sort of partially ricochets and cuts a line off the wall. That brings us back to Grouch. You're up.
These orcs in front of me, are they like forming a shield wall, or is there enough space for Frank and I to sit through?
No, they're starting to rack up here. They're protecting the access.
So actively preventing me from slipping through.
Yep.
Okay, 5, 10, might move to here so I'm in range of all 3 of them, and which one looks the weakest?
Probably the one in the middle, straight in front of you, aside from the doorway. It looks bloody.
That's the one that gets it. Recklessly. Well, not for that one because I didn't say it before I clicked, but for the ones after this one I will recklessly.
So that first swing, you're going to treat that as the...
Well, it's a 23. If I need the bless, let me know.
Alright, no, 23 is definitely a hit.
And then...
And in
Top
that
of the
first hit,
advantage.
didn't have a lot of health left actually, so that's like sword comes down, stab, that one actually drops.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to move into the tile in the middle. And attack the one on the right. Recklessly. 19 to hit, plus bless.
Alright, which one are you hitting? Left or
Hit.
right? Right. Alright, the 19, that's a hit, so... 16, that is one shot as you're able to like start pushing through and stab that one as well.
I would like him marked. Now the other guy, I would also like him marked.
I think, how many can you mark at a time?
There's no limit to how many people I can mark. If
Really?
somebody else was to mark it, it would override one of my marks though. It has the 5-foot range stipulation.
Mark on hit and until bridge attack by the other tennis. Regardless of the number of creatures you mark. Alright. There you go, you can mark them all. Huh. Fun and games.
And I'm done for this round.
Sweet. That 26, who was that for?
That was for the other guy, that was me marking him.
Alright, gotcha. So that is... He
11
also
damage.
suffers 11 damage as you chop into that one as well. Nice. Alright. And with that issued challenge, here come the axes. Does a 16 or a 21 hit?
Nope.
Nope, as both of those are deflected. And that brings us back around
But
to...
you're attacking at advantage.
Oh, am I?
I'm reckless.
Well then.
So do it twice, Bob.
No. No dice. And that brings us to Estelda's turn.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, because bear. 20. Can I attack the things that Grouch is marked?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
They're just like focused on attacking me.
It's like the proverbial, like, you know, taunt marker from an RPG game where they're really going to be, like, focused on him.
Cool, I'll just attack these guys then. I'll hit the one on the left first.
$19 does hit. So you slap that thing for 8 points of damage with your staff.
And then I'll hit him again.
Yeah, like one thing you notice about these guys, like they seem to be a pretty tough breed. They can take a hit.
Okay.
And you slam him again, like he's starting to look pretty rough, but he's still going on alright.
Alright, I will hit him again with an unarmed strike.
And with the 11, like you go in for the last one, he's actually able to parry it away with his wrist and force your arm in. You're unable to lay a hit on him.
Alright, and then I will use a key point to turn that into a flurry of blows. And hit him one more time.
There you go. And the second one, like you get that straight through. And he's starting to look very beat up at this stage of the game, but still standing.
Alright, and then I'll take a step over here.
They will get attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I was gonna
Will
say
they?
yeah, that'll
At disadvantage, but they'll still get them.
at disadvantage, but it will provoke an attack of opportunity from both.
Oh, shit.
The first one will take its swing at you. 17. I don't believe that hits you.
No, that doesn't hit. Okay, good.
All right, and the second one on his swing. No,
Oh, okay.
got nothing.
Good, good, good. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, sweet.
those alive?
Somewhere else out in the hall, you can still hear like an amount of just hissing and scratching going on. Like this fight appears to be happening on more than one front. Tenzin, you're up.
Okay, so which are the ones that are still alive? This one, that one.
Yeah, that's
and
correct. That's
they're
all
the
that
only
is
ones
in
that
this
I can
hall.
see.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna move 5. Grouch, are you in the doorway?
Yeah,
You
he's straight
could
in
get
front
past
of
me
you
if you wanted to. I'd move out of the way for you. Like, it would cost you double movement though.
Yeah, that's
what it
alright,
was.
I've got 40 feet. I'm gonna attack this one here. It's been marked with my bite. The 13 hit.
Bite down? No, unfortunately not. Like he's able to get his axe in the way and like sort of fend off the bite.
I'm gonna attack him with my claws. That'll get him.
There you go. That's more like it.
And that was to him.
So you come in slashing away with the claws. Like come in to bite, like try and latch down on it, sort of like does the get the whole axe handle in the mouth thing, and while it's like got its arms up, it's just claws straight underneath as it like tears a chunk straight out of the middle of it.
Okay, and where were those sounds coming from you said that there was like more battles on other fronts.
Yeah, it appears to be coming from further into this place.
So this way or this way?
I'm not entirely sure, like it's echoing through the place. Make a perception check.
Okay. I've got advantage on rely on smell. That'll help.
Alright.
What did you say? Sorry.
So make a perception check at advantage.
Let me just change it.
We'll go 15 and 21. But like having
sorry,
trying to like smell what's going on, you realise that you're literally smelling like death and orcs from all directions as you're standing in the middle of a pile of bodies. But you can hear the sound coming through both of those other tunnelways.
Alright, I'm gonna move another 5. So I move 5.
That's 10 foot of movement to move to
And
this
then
one.
to here will be 20. Double movement. And 25.
Yep. As you
30.
get into this room with a number of like singed orcish bodies.
They didn't have to take attack of opportunities, did they?
They've already spent their reaction.
they've already burnt one this round.
Okay, so that's 5, 10, 25. I move through the door. And I can't see anything. So I'll use my last.
But yeah, you can still, at this point, you can hear the struggle, and it sounds like it's coming from further up to the east.
Okay, well I'm just going to move like the last 5 feet of movement out there and kind of stick my head back around into the door and kind of wait for everyone else. Because I don't think that's going to be much more of a fight in that room.
Alright, so, you're up.
Too easy moving down 5, 10, 15. 20? These two guys in front of me either side are alive still, yeah?
Yep,
That
correct.
one's much worse off than the other one.
I'm just gonna quickly say in Orcish, what are you here for?
Like it shouts back at you in Orcish, and what does it matter to you?
Alright, I'm gonna swing at this one with my weapon.
Roger that, Camo. Yep, 23, that's a clean hit. As you bring that over and around, like it cleaves straight down across the top of him, like tries to block it with his axe, and it just cuts deep down into the shoulder, like into the chest, and the orc just drops.
And I spin to this one and go, what are you here for?
He like, so there's a bit of a look sideways, realising he's kind of alone in this place. And he just shouts out at Orcish, I need backup!
And I'm going to swing again.
Yeah, 10, and on this swing, like, bring it down again, like, as you throw the next cut across, Grouch actually has to, like, duck a bit as the sword comes parrying around, like, across that, you know, could be a little uncomfortably close to my head parallel, as it slams into the side of the upper chest of this thing.
Good thing I'm so
Takes him
short.
down as well.
Oh, how much movement did I use? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'll move to that side there to finish.
Whoa, he just disappeared from me.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
because
that's
he's,
another-
like, he's stepped behind a body.
Ah, okay.
I gotta, like, keep pushing him to the back, if you know what I mean.
It's the monster mash.
You do the match. Alright, Orog's turn, like, and further up the tunnel you can hear, like, the sounds of more fighting.
I'll sort of smile at Or and say, well done.
We're feeding the lich. I'm not happy about this.
He swings. Alright, as Anna steps through.
Oh, Anna, could you get my lance?
Where'd you leave it?
Up the corridor.
How far up the corridor?
I drew on the ground in paint, but I can't see it anymore because I'm too far away.
Alright. She sort of goes, takes a run back up. I got it!
Thank you!
And then we'll move another 5 feet. And that's Anna's turn. No, she's going to take a dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you run up as fast as you can. More orcs. The first swing is on this. Second swing coming down. That's a good hit. Chop. Orc's turn as they're starting to filter back and fall in through this area. This one will throw a javelin. It'll miss because it can't hit for shit. Digi, you're up.
I'm gonna move down. Which way are they, brother? Or
They went running this way, but we can hear the noises coming from this way as well. So
15,
they probably link
20, 25. I'll take a dash, 5, then 15, 20, 25. And I'll hold an action for anyone that runs past you, I'll shoot them with my bow.
Alright, sweet. So you're holding to shoot someone with a bow if they come sprinting past. And Grouch, you're up.
10 feet, 20 feet, 25. Which way did the orcs go? That
Like
way.
you can hear the sounds like it's coming from the east.
30, 40, Frank bonus act, Frank dash.
Oh no, I'm gonna shoot Frank.
10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, I chose the wrong one.
Like as you run out in front of that spot there, like there's just a whoa, and a javelin does come flying out from the side at you, and it misses as you like kind of catch it in the corner eye, and you're just like whoa, as it just like shatters off the side of the wall.
I shouted to him, surrender or die.
The other one shouts back at you and just goes, "Ha! You and what army?"
I smile. And would I be able to pick up one of my spears from the Frank harness and chuck it at him?
What are you dropping out of your hands to make this happen?
I'd have to drop one of my longswords, obviously.
Alright, so you're dropping your longsword?
One of my 2 plus 2 longswords.
Alright, so one of your longswords is, sheathed or what have you.
Yes, I drew one of the 2 swords and I'm
Alright.
using that now, and I've got another one sheathed on
Alright,
me.
sweet. So you've dropped that and then you've pulled a javelin.
Pulled one of the spears from the combat webbing and just chucked it at him.
Alright, so what's a spear? 1d8.
That one specifically. Oh, that was at advantage.
Yeah, so drop the sword, hit the ground, left lane anyway. So you've thrown that and just like... He's like, you and whatever, and you're just like, huh.
Yep.
And so, not like jab, but thrown, so the spear is now out of your hands.
Yes, it's now out of my hand.
Yeah, you're currently just like, again, dropping weapons on the way through. Alright. So yeah,
And
like in the
I can
meantime,
do
that
it
just
again.
like, that spear hits him. Hits him hard.
There's no point in marking him, I'm not close enough. Is he still alive and kicking? I'm imagining. So.
Yeah, still alive, but currently like wearing a spear through him.
Alright, the second spear from the harness gets chucked at him.
How many weapons are you going to draw and throw in one?
If you want to limit it, tell me.
Yeah, I think I will limit it. Like, I'm going to say like one action to just like keep drawing and throwing so many weapons.
Alright, so I currently have no weapon in my hand,
Alright.
and that's my turn, I guess.
Like, so yeah. Like, was that the end of your movement there?
Yeah, this is where the end of my
okay, yeah,
movement.
alright.
I physically cannot move, that's why I'm
Like, I don't
chucking
know, I'd
spears.
say like at a pinch, I suppose, like with the spear hanging out of this guy, like if you could get to him, you could probably actually grab it and use it again, but...
Well, then if I can do that, I would like to do that.
But no, you're like out of reach at the moment, so... I wasn't sure if that was the end of your movement.
Yeah, that's why I was
Sweet.
spewing that I chose the wrong tile to end my movement on.
In the meantime, this arm will turn its back briefly on the ghoul that's with it and just go, shit! And it will take one of its own javelins and throw it at you. Does a 23 hit?
It does... Unless I
Takes
spend
the
a
shot.
reaction. I'm gonna spend a reaction.
What's your reaction?
This gets added to my AC. Oh, it's not enough! I have resistance to the damage.
What a maneuver. How does that work?
I can
Oh,
do
it's
it.
just one of your, X number of times.
Yeah, spend reaction to add a D8 to AC.
Do you have resistance to the damage?
And if it fails, if it still hits, you have resistance to the
Oh, handy. Alright, so let's call that 3 piercing damage. As it grabs its other javelin and pitches that too. 15, no,
No
this
hit.
time just missing completely, glancing off the wall beside you. Alright, meantime, this guy over here, sorry, I'm just like doing the categorical. Alright, he'll take 2 swings at this thing with his axe. First one's a miss, second one's a hit. As the 3-way continues. Alright, sweet. Now we are back to Estelna.
Alright. I will start to head down as well. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep, and you can hear, like, from further to the east, just the clatter of weapons and shouting. Like, one of the voices you recognise is Crouch's, but he wasn't shouting common.
Okay. I think I was up to 35. So 40, 45. And then to take a dash.
You can burn a key point and use Step of the Wind to take that dash as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna keep wanting to get dash action. So that's just another set of my movement, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's the
Okay,
same
good.
distance. You get another 45.
Thought so. Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You would have seen me chuck a spear to my south as
Okay.
you came around the corner, I would imagine.
Alright. Alright, then I think this is the last of my movement. I kind of lost count for a second there.
Yeah, but you're about forward. As you come around the corner and there is like a spear wounded orc beside you.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack this spear wounded dude. With my staff.
As you start batting him around the head, like he's like badly wounded with his spear, like you come around, just thrust, just like smack, like donk like a pool cue right in the head, and he just goes down.
Oh, he's dead.
Yep.
And then I'll take my last 5 to just go here. And then that's my turn.
Alright, sweet. The ghouls are just going to continue attempting to scratch away at these two in front of them here. That's 16 and 12. No, none of them get hit. These like fairly heavy set big orcs, they're able to just like, they're basically holding them back and starting to like sandwich this group together here in the middle. And Tenzin.
I saw everyone charge past me, so I'm going to follow them. 5, 25, 30, 35, 40. I take my bonus. I take my action to dash. That's 5, 20. I'll stay there.
Alright, so you have arrived next to a couple of orcs who are currently like tangled halfway between holding back undead on one side and you guys are starting to come up on the other. Was that like action, bonus action just to dash, just to get all through there?
I think I
He has to use his action to dash.
I have to use my action if I'm in.
I am barefoot, okay, no
wild
worries.
shape. Actually, no, because I still retain row. So it'll be a bonus action to dash.
Alright, sweet.
So I can still attack, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, I'll attack. I'll just bite this guy.
Right, like yeah, once again, like throwing a bite at him and like, while trying to hold this ghoul in one direction with an axe, like he's got a palm out like across your face trying to like push your head away while you're biting him.
Rogue Bear OP.
No.
He's like takes a slash with the claws and again, same thing, like he's weaving his body in, like holding everyone off in every direction. Or you're up.
Or steps through. Oh fuck, what not? Hold on, give me a second. 5 foot, 10 foot, 15, 20. Ugh. You can see the tail end of something there. So I'll go 20. Hang on. 25, 30. That's quite a distance though. 60 foot. I can just see them on the edge of my vision. What have I got that can hit that far?
Sacred Flame, does that do 60?
I'm going to cast as a bonus action Spiritual Weapon in this hex right here.
Next to the orc. Yep.
But I have to cast at a higher level. So this is going to be at level 4.
What's the difference? It goes up in levels, do more damage?
So it's a normally
Extra
level
D8.
2 spell. Because it casts at level 4, it's 1 more d8 for the attack, so it's 2d8 plus spellcasting if I hit.
Okay, on a hit, plus your spellcasting ability.
1d8 for every 2 slots.
Right, cool, so it's a 2d8 weapon now.
So it's a roll 1d20 plus 9.
Plus your spellcasting ability, right.
That's to hit.
Shit.
4d8?
That's 48 plus yes, that's 48 plus 5 I suppose.
God damn, you're not getting the orc shit. Is this 48 of radiant damage then? Against this guy here.
Yep. Ooh, as this thing just comes straight down, making a nasty cut.
And as an action, I will cast Toll the Dead on him. Like following up.
Okay, it's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. He's rolling a wisdom save.
Holy crap, that difference in damage.
Wow.
Oh no, he's done. Like, and like his massive cut with the sword, then just followed by this white flash of light, is just obliterated this guy. He hits the ground like dead, fizzle.
51 damage in an instant.
And I'll scream out at his friend, "You're next, boy!"
With the spiritual weapon,
Mm-hmm.
it's a bonus action to cast, right?
When I cast a spell, I can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet.
Okay.
And it's also a bonus action to do shit with it on subsequent turns.
As a bonus action on your turn, you can move your weapon and repeat the attack again. So, yeah, fair enough, it's within 5 feet on casting. Alright, sweet. So what else you got? Was that it?
That's everything. That's full movement, action, and bonus.
Oh. Bog's turn again, so... This stage, this guy's gonna jump out. He's just gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? He's gonna rip the spear out of this orc that's on the ground in front of him.
Yes, give it back, please. I can use it again.
And while holding that spear in one hand, he's gonna unharness one of these javelins and throw it at you.
That dick.
Like, throws the javelin, splinters off the wall.
Can I like catch it with my shield and then like throw it back at him? Next turn.
I was gonna say, what class are we playing here? He wasn't close enough, but yeah, I mean, if you want to, like, I don't know, there's probably like a small pile of javelins starting to land on the ground around you at this stage of the game.
It really is, isn't there? Remind me to like
Yeah.
pick up some of these javelins.
You'll
first.
take that shot. There, 5, 10, 15, 20. As he starts to move away.
So he's nicked my spear, yeah?
He has nicked your spear.
That bastard. That's my lucky spear.
Where did you leave your spear?
It was impaled in the dude that you killed.
Oh. Oh.
So I left it in his chest.
And there's action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's just running at this stage saying, does anyone need healing?
I'll take a top up.
I also need a top up.
Oh,
You
you're
have 3 hit points
fine.
in bear form, dude.
Yeah, but I need a top up in the other form.
It doesn't carry over.
She can't do anything about that.
Hang on.
Any HP damage you take goes over if it reduces you to 0.
But I do have the ability to spend spell slots to regain HP.
Yeah,
In
well,
that
you're in your
form.
animal form.
Just that form? Let me double
Yeah,
check.
just that form.
It's a way
Like,
for
say,
you
for
to be able
example,
to
your animal form gets damaged, you can burn spell slots while in the animal form to regenerate health
Yeah.
in combat. So you can, like, fight for longer by using your spell slots to tank.
And if memory serves, it's also a bonus action to do that, so you can still
Yeah.
attack.
It is a Circle of the Moon.
Yeah, it's made so that, like, you know, feral druids can, you know, do the Warcraft thing and fight as feral druids for long periods. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. Do the spell slots. Alright, she will cast Healing Word on you or at level 1. You receive 6 points of healing.
I have now gone over the hit points I started with.
The combat wild shape, it doesn't actually say, it just says to expand one spell slot to regain 1d8 hit points per level of the spell slot expanded.
So then it's not even an action or a bonus action, it's just something you can do.
Oh no, it is as a bonus action, but it doesn't specify where those...
It's to the animal form, very
It
specifically.
is, okay.
It's to the form you're in. You can't heal the form you're not in if you're not in
Yeah,
that
okay,
form.
I getcha. Alright.
So, Orog's turn, who's currently stuck between Tenzin and the fucking undead munchkin. Take 2 swings with his axe, one on the undead and one on Tenzin. First one undead. 16. That's a hit. Fuck that thing. As you drop 16 damage on it, then you just splits it like halfway down its body and it falls over onto the ground in a mess, and he'll bring the axe around and attempt to hit Tenzin for 11 and just does nothing. The axe actually glances off the side of the bear fall.
Did he get shaved a little bit on the shoulder?
Shaved a little bit. I think Tenzin's mostly made of metal. You will take 1 step back. Tenzin, you're going to get a attack of opportunity on this.
Same, just pick claws.
And a 19, that's a hit. As he tries to get back, and you basically just slice a chunk out of him on the way through. York's turn. This one again is starting to panic down the street here. We'll throw a javelin at the large bear that's in front of it. Does an 18 hit you? I don't believe it does at the moment.
It does now with his reduced AC.
You're missing the 1 AC, aren't you? Yes,
I am. It does hit.
So it throws the javelin. The javelin come down and slam into your form for 9 piercing damage.
I would like to halve that damage, please.
Alright, sweet. Like, as the javelin's coming in, like it's about to land, and somewhere inside you, like that pulse generator fires up again. There's just a very temporary, like a pulse from some power inside you as the thing's about to impact. Like
Didn't
it
you
seems
attack
to...
of opportunity?
Sorry?
Didn't the bear attack of opportunity?
I
Oh, it
did.
did too.
So he can't dodge.
Oh no, there is no uncanny dodge. The generator
that's
fails and you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Sorry.
That should be how you sleep at night. And at this point, this thing will take a run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. And we're back to Digi, you're up.
I'm gonna dash down and around. I'm gonna call it to Crash. Where are ya?
Time over. Yeah.
As you come around, Or's pointing down the hallway.
Oh, fuck. 1, 10, 15, 20. 25, I'll dash. Where are the bad guys?
That away. And
I
that
shall
away.
shoot. I can't see anyone that's south.
Yeah, that's because he's around the corner. I'll deal with
Okay.
it.
I'll shoot down the hallway with my Another Queen Scar.
Can you see what you're shooting at? Oh, you're going
Yes.
straight in front of you. There you go, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's scorching ray.
I keep doing
Are
the
you just firing the bow or the scorching ray?
Scorching Ray.
Alright, how many times a day can you do the scorching ray?
4 times.
Oh, well, that's pretty good actually. I would agree.
I want to roll a d4 on that last one.
On this one you just rolled? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, do your d4, so it brings it up to 11. Which one are you shooting at?
One in front.
Oh, it's like straight in front of you, like this one here?
Yeah.
Yep. No, 11's not a hit. 7 is also not a hit. Maybe roll your blessing on that one too. Seven, 8, 9, 10. No, also not a hit.
And I'll sidestep. Wait, how many?
I think you've got another one of those shots to go from the scorched.
No,
area, don't you?
it's above the Queen's Scar shot.
Oh, okay. Oh, the first one, 18. That's a hit. What was that? That thing, 7. Yeah, fuck that guy. Alright, sweet. And you're stepping out of the way, and that brings us to Grouch, your turn.
Grouch will be... Did he just steal my spear? Oi, get back here, I want my spear! That's 20 to get here because it's going through Digi. 30... 40. Time for you to die, fucko.
A
20 to
20
hit.
is a hit.
15 damage.
Right, that's a pretty good hit.
I'm gonna need to bless that one, aren't I?
Yep.
20
And
to
with
hit.
through your blessed aim, yes, that is also a hit.
Thank you, Angel Dude.
15.
Do I need to do that again?
Yeah, 14, absolutely. You're gonna need to bless that.
No.
For a 16, no. Unfortunately, not in the last line. It like deflects the hit.
I would like to leave my mark on him. And end my turn. No, wait, hang on. I would like to shield bash him with my bonus action.
Oh, yeah. So that'll be your athletics versus his.
Yep, his athletics are accurate. No.
As you try and slam him, he just like brunts against it. He's like, ha!
Give me my fucking spear!
Alright, at this point he will attempt to make a dash to run. Are you going to attack him on the way out?
I most certainly am.
Alright, so you take your opportunity attack. Ooh, yeah, he like goes to run, and you take the swing, and it's just like a cut in the back, and he like slows down, like step, 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 step. And falls down dead. Alright, meanwhile,
Does he drop my
this
spear?
guy here, well yeah, he was carrying it, so like clatters to the ground with him.
There it is. Okay, must keep track of spear.
This one here is gonna take a swing at the ghoul below him. For a hit. 5 slashing damage. Big numbers, big numbers. Alright, and Estella, your turn.
Alright, is it... Alright. 5... Is it difficult terrain to move over the spiritual weapon?
Yeah, no, I say you'd be able to get through that, because it's not like person sized.
Okay, fine. I'll attack this guy. Right there.
Yep.
With the usual.
So, 12, like on the first hit, again, like just brings it around, slams it straight in the head, and like part of it just caves in.
Oh
And it
no.
goes down. And so is that second one going to be at the guy above him, or?
Yeah, can I attack him
Yeah,
through
yeah, yeah.
this?
Sweet. Like,
Okay.
that 29 is definitely a hit, so.
In which case, I'll attack him again.
15, that's a solid hit. And follow that through with the unarmed.
Is he still alive?
Yep.
Okay.
Like, these are pretty tough.
Okay, I just thought I saw a cross there, but it's a bit difficult to see.
And following through with the unarmed strike, that is also a hit. He's still alive. Looking pretty well beaten up, but still kicking.
And then... yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Oh yeah, I was going to say if you've got anything more, now's the time to
No,
tackle
no,
them.
no. I'm good.
Alright, sweet. Tenzin, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna move 5. That guy in front of me still standing?
Yep, he is.
And is that a ghoul behind him? Or another
It is,
orc?
yeah, it's like another ghoulish thing. Like, there's like this three-way fight going on with
So,
orcs and undead, and you
orc.
guys try to like sandwich each other together.
Ghoul, orc.
Yep.
Alright, well I'm gonna attack the orc in front of me.
This is one stuffed sandwich.
Do either of them hit?
That's the best way to enjoy a three-way.
Not gonna ask questions there.
So you're going for the orc. Unfortunately, neither of those hit, as he's able to like deflect and push off both of them.
Okay, bonus action, I'm gonna lick him on the way through.
Nom nom nom.
And even the big
Brown
men.
Bear used lick. It's super effective.
Just wanna move diagonal and go.
Oh yeah, it's like you weave your way across the front there.
You guys are
So
making these
5,
three-way jokes way too easy.
20, 25.
Alright, you are going to take
30,
1, 2
35,
attacks,
40.
3 attacks of opportunity on the way through there.
Where's the third one? Oh, from the ghoul.
Yep. So let's see what
okay.
hits you. Okay, I'm going to need you to
That
roll
does.
a DC 10 Constitution saving throw on that one.
As the bear?
Yep.
So I just click con.
Yep. Alright. You
Back
are
to there.
back here.
Oh wait, which one
Say
was
next to good, so you'll be here.
it? Yeah, okay.
Next square over, you are currently paralyzed. So the first one had a back to the Orog. He would have had a swing against you, not an advantage or anything. That would have just been a hit as well. And he would have done 15 slashing damage. Against that one, did you want to use your?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Alright, so the 15, say you've nailed that down to, we'll call it 7. Have you already taken the 7 off?
Yeah, I just did just that.
Alright, cool, sweet. And so,
25
and that
80.
other thing that scratched you with its claws, that'll be 7 plus 5, so 12 off
Or
for that one.
if I was paralyzed after the first ghoul,
No, you're paralyzed. Like, that Orog would have swung first. The ghoul would have been
Okay.
second, so you're not actually, like, getting auto-critted on that. So that'll be another 12 off, so that'll leave you with 6 in your current form.
okay.
And you didn't get as far as the third one, so there'll be no opportunity from him. Yeah, how much hit points did you have on the way through? It was like 30 something at the start of that. No,
I had
'cause
25 on the way through.
Yeah, because you took the javelin
7,
before, so it was
18.
from 35 down to 26, and then the 7, then the 12. So 12 off that 18 brings you down to 6 hit points.
Oh, 15 and 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And currently paralyzed.
Just with the ghoul in the middle that paralysed me,
Yeah.
because I'm still within 5 feet, it wouldn't have gotten an attack of opportunity, yeah?
It technically takes a slash at you as you're leaving its engagement range. If you know what I mean. Like, it's not like you leave its melee range and then it gets to attack you at 10 feet. It's as you're leaving that 5-foot range it attacks you, so...
Yeah, okay.
So essentially, like, because you got paralysed, you didn't make that leap to the 10-foot spot.
Yeah.
Wait.
D&D
He was
operations order.
Yeah, pretty much. So, you're up.
War's gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can see shadows, but I can't see 100%, so I'm going to move the spiritual weapon up to this point here as a bonus action.
Yep.
I don't have control of the sword, that's all.
Doesn't the
okay.
spiritual weapon emit light?
I don't believe it says so on the descriptor.
So once it's into place, I'm going to take an attack at the shadow just north of it as a bonus action.
Alright, so take your swing.
Plus
And
bless.
19, it does hit.
Okay, so 2d8.
Plus your ability.
I missed anything?
Oh yeah, TPK.
Oh shit.
So it's going to be
reroll
2d8 plus 5.
Yeah, sorry, I had to step out for some real stuff for a moment.
Oh, yeah, 2d8 is right. To 12 points.
As it slashes at it and does some damage and shit.
And I still have my action. So even though I've used a bonus action, can I also use my action to dash at this point?
Yes.
So I'll go 5, 10, 15.
As you go past,
20.
you realise there's like a sword on the ground at your feet.
25. I'm gonna stop there actually. I'm just gonna hold there. I'm gonna. Oh, okay, okay.
I'm a bit of a literal, aren't I?
Just awesome.
I'm quizzically going. That's a sword. I've still got 5 more feet, but I will hold my movement there, and that's my turn.
Alright, sweet. As we move on to this Og, it will take a swing at Tenzin, who is currently... Does Paralyzed auto hit? I should know this.
I believe it's advantage.
attack
if it
roll.
hits.
Advantage, and it hits
yeah.
an auto crit.
Alright, sweet. Get advantaged. Whoa. And
Oh,
that
yeah.
24 does hit, so it will be rolling for... Wow, 14 slashing damage plus 1d12. Because it's a crit. ++9. 23.
So,
So
what,
it slams
58
into your bear
minus
form.
23.
Yeah, so it takes 6 points off your bear form, which brings it down to 17. So 17 points against your regular form.
So 52 minus 17 is 35.
As bear is gone and Tenzin reappears.
Just with that con save, it should have been my stats, Tenzin's stats.
No, you get to roll on the bear's con, dex, or strength.
You also retain all of your skills and saving throw proficiencies, in addition to gaining those of the creature.
Yeah, your proficiency.
Proficiencies. So you probably should have been rolling with a higher proficiency, like add your proficiency modifier to the throw, but yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter, So I'm back.
Yep. Things to remember for next time, know how your character class works.
Does the paralyze carry over on that?
We'll say yes.
I would think it would, yeah. If spells he
Yeah,
casts
so-
on himself carry over, then
Yeah,
it should
so
work
you're
the other way
like
around.
back but paralysed.
Can you please
is it-
cast Dark Vision on Tenzin as well, when you get a chance?
Do a marker on him.
Oh, I'd
What?
cast Resistance on myself, I could have used that.
No, that lasts for like a minute.
10 rounds of combat.
Did
When did you
it in
cast on
combat?
yourself?
Before,
Yeah, he cast
just
the
before
first
we
round
Oh,
of
I did
combat.
too.
I forgot. That's why
There
that
you
little
go.
love heart was there. No.
all the things to remember.
Thank
Right,
you.
So got your sight back. So that one has taken a swing at you. it's not this one's turn.
Wait, let me guess. You deleted yourself from the initiative order again, didn't you?
Yep.
Ah, damn it.
This is why we leave the thing there.
Brings us to 5, 10, 15, 20. She's asking the question. She's yelling out, "What do I hit? Who do I hit?"
I'm pointing in front of me. I'm just pointing in front of me going, fuck him up!
Put him in a body bag. Oh, Karate Kid. Anyway.
Toll the sacred flame firebolt.
So,
Toll the sacred bolt.
Fire dead. And she just misses atrociously because she's terrible. What was she thinking?
Would Bless carry that over?
Yeah, maybe Bless.
Maybe. Because there's like attack rolls
Hashtag
or
blessed.
I don't know, who cares? Special Angel Bless. Hey, give me 4. No. Not even fucking the luck of God is gonna save you from this. As she just makes a shit shot, hits the side, and there's like, curses to herself. She will use Healing Word at first level on Tenzin.
Thank you.
You receive 6 points of healing.
Huzzah!
And animals shout out, "I'm tapped for level 1 slots."
Join the club!
No one's really sure what that means. It seems quite metal.
I would imagine the
Territory.
spellcasters know what a level
Yeah.
spell is.
Like, you know, right, this one in a last ditch effort will be like, fuck it! Charges in, take a swing at you, he will risk. No, he won't. That thing's already used its reaction to attack Tenzin, so yeah. He will charge in and swing once at all with his great axe. Ignore the advantage we're going left lane, so an 8 does nothing. In his second swing, he will bring it down around to try and hit a Stelda for 11 and just get nothing done and then regret all of his life choices. He's like, oh.
Famous last words there.
Alright, this guy will take a run for it. And 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he will dash. 5. And you hear some shouting in Orcish coming from down the hall, but you're not entirely sure what was said. Alright, that's what you heard. Did you hear up?
I am going to step up, and I want to pick up this sword.
So
You
you are
recognise
now,
it as my one.
yeah, you recognise it's like one of the long swords that Grouch carries. You are now carrying a longsword.
Orcish longsword +2.
And I'm gonna dash down. 1, 2. And I guess I will attack. Can I attack after picking up? Is it?
Yeah, you can. So you're like gonna like swing at this thing with a sword?
It's not a finesse weapon, you can't get
No,
sneak attack
I was
and
gonna use my
whatnot.
daggers.
Okay. Well,
So how are you holding the sword?
daggers. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
which hand did you free to pick up the sword?
Just my main hand, I guess. So I'll use my offhand.
Yeah, alright. Close enough.
Longsword isn't light, but whatever.
This is with the dagger anyway. So on a 21, yep, that's definitely a hit. Like, he's beside 2 targets, you get the shank straight in, twist it, and he just drops.
And I'll finish my movement. 20, 25. And that's my turn.
Alright, Grouch, you're up.
Let's move. Whoops. Did not mean to make a random line. Hello there. You're dead.
Grabbing your spear on the way past?
Yeah, if I can, without expending actions.
Yeah, like free actions.
Yep, I'll pick up the spear on the way past then. That was what, 10, 20, 35, 40. Seeing as I've got the spear.
Yep, 21 is a hit. For 14 damage. $27 is a hit.
You might want to check resistances. I don't know if they're resistant to poison.
Oh, they're orcs, so they're resistant to shit.
Oh, this is an orc. I thought it was a ghoul. Alright.
Oh, this is an orc. You're stabbing him. The 13,
Imagine that
like that last one coming, he just like deflects the blade with his axe.
And I would like to push him because fuck him. Actually,
Shield
no.
show.
Can I bonus action push Tenzin back 10 feet to give him a chance to break paralyzed?
What are you...
Wait, no, I'm thinking Cassius. He doesn't.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think that breaks paralyzed. He's paralyzed, not asleep. And you'd be pushing him like diagonally into a wall and into a bunch of people. And like, you know, weapons and stuff.
Whoops, that's animal handling. I'm not trying to handle an animal.
Hey.
Just come here, Tenzin. Where are you going?
Shoving him prone. Not Tenzin, the guy next to me.
Alright, roger that. So he will attempt to fight you with his enormous orc strength. No, he falls prone.
And it's his turn next up anyway, so it's fucking pointless.
Ugh.
Ah well, it's the moral victory.
Yep, as you're the moral victory. As you like, give him a big shunt. And you
Oh,
like,
and I would like to have him marked on my attack too, so he has disadvantage if he attacks not me.
marked. He will stand up, and the very first thing he will do is take a swing at Tenzin.
At normal, because
normal.
advantage on him.
Does a 21 hit Tenzin? I think it does.
No.
Does he have his shield or his two weapons?
What did we discuss about that? Turn into bear form, shield melts into me.
Oh yeah, and you go back to your regular
shield
thingy.
carrying.
Alright, so yes, actually that wouldn't hit you. There you go. Because even with your -1 to your thing at the moment, because you
Still
haven't had a long
23.
rest since, yeah, it's still 22.
22, sorry, 22.
So you're alright. And his second one will be at Grouch. Oh, that gets nothing done either. It's not a good day at the office for this guy. Estelda.
Iselda is just going to take one step forward and attack this guy here with my staff.
One hit. It's like same thing, like everything here has been getting chipped away at, and you're just like cleaning it up. You come straight through and just smash this thing, like breaking one of its shoulders till it drops down into like a bad sledge, and it just falls over, hits the wall, and goes down.
Cool. Can I share a tile with the? Did I ask this last time?
Yeah.
Can I share a tile with this? No, with the spiritual weapons. Right?
Oh yeah, with a spiritual weapon, that's good.
Oh yeah, I'll just go on the dead guy. That's fun. I'll take this guy here.
Alright, that's definitely a hit, slamming into that guy for 11, while he's distracted from the other side as he brings around the axe and slams it to the wall above Grouch, like he just like baseball bat the backs of his legs with the staff. He's looking in a really bad way.
would like to punch him.
So you convert that straight through, like the staff comes straight through, like sweeping the backs of the legs out, and his legs are like up in the air and he's falling. As you come over and like, you know, Jet Li / Doom style, just like head punch, bang, before he's even on the ground. He just goes slamming down to the ground, he's out.
Alright. 5, 10.
And just for a split second, everything goes quiet again.
Oh!
Did we win?
I think we did.
The music really abruptly stops.
That was extremely abrupt.
Okay, Tenzin's gonna slump against the wall and cast. Nothing, because I didn't prep it.
We could spend a bit of time and cast hit dice.
I have 3 hit dice left.
Okay, I need to go get my longsword. Hey, Digi, you're holding my sword. Can I has back, please?
I don't know, it was just kind of sitting around. Did you want it still?
Yeah, give.
Alright. I'll just give it to you.
Thank you, Digi. Hey, Anna. I imagine
She's like,
Anna looks quite
yeah,
funny carrying
what?
a lance.
How's everyone
Like,
doing?
comes running over and goes, oh, this is yours. Like, drops his big fucking thing clattering to the ground.
Thank you, Anna.
So, these dead bodies that are around us, what are they? From what we can see.
Like, a number of them are orcish, like, big, like, specialists. These are big and well-armored orcs.
Okay.
And a number of them are also just like the undead stuff that you've been fighting around here, essentially mostly dwarven-sized, mangled-up corpses.
Alright.
I'm gonna call out, how's everyone doing?
All's gonna come down, find Anna, and basically just after checking this area and comparing it with the map that we have, we have 2 paths ahead. One which leads up north into a small corridor, and the one which leads straight ahead, like pointing this way, which leads to a significant lot of chambers. Which one would you rather check out?
Guess everyone's doing fine then.
I'm doing great.
Oh, this is a convo I'm just having with Anna. I'm not near you at the moment, Tenzin.
She looks at you and says, I don't know, you're cool.
How are you for magic? Are you still wielding it, or are you running dry?
She says, I'm alright, I'm tapped on, level 1 spell slots.
Jeez, Tenzin, how did you get hurt so much, I say, seeing his state of disrepair?
We haven't had a break since the last fight.
It's been a while since we rested, yeah. Spiritual weapon at this point would be fading, I guess.
We're actually doing quite well on the conservation this time around. I like it.
You are?
As in we managed to be able to go quite a few fights without, while still having stuff to spend.
Speak for yourself, mate.
Yeah. Anna takes a few steps forward, and somewhere up ahead through all this you can hear the echoes of another group. Somewhere like more voices echoing through the tunnels. And Anna says, can you hear that?
Is stopping and taking a sec and just listening.
Active combat or just mumbling?
Do I hear anything?
It was shouting voices, now it's like footfalls moving away from
it's also
somewhere
by
down
them.
here.
Were the voices similar to that of the half ogre dudes we sent off?
They should be long gone by now.
They went out the other way, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I thought they were coming down here to...
came
hold the
from this
line.
way, but
No, we
they're
sent him out the
going
front
away.
door.
Ah, okay.
Do you want a perception check to make out the sound sentry or not?
Yes.
Oh, stupid. Rolling a 2.
Good, huh?
Passive is at 17.
Do I make anything out?
17, yeah, like coming from down this tunnel and somewhere off to the right, you hear a couple more voices.
Do I understand the language at all? Or is it just mumbles at this
What
point?
languages do you speak?
Orcish, Common, Elvish, and Draconic.
Orcish, Common, Elven, and Draconic. No, you don't recognise the languages.
Well, I don't have a spell slot the way, so I just look over and go, I don't understand what they're saying.
Can I
Probably
try
head
and
north.
listen in?
Yeah, like it's only like a quick set of hushed tones that you all hear. What languages do you guys speak? I suppose I just said what
Halfling,
languages are there you
Orcish,
speak.
Common, Elvish, Elvish, Celestial.
Celestial. Alright, you don't understand any of that either. None of you understand the language you just heard.
Are we right to press on?
Yeah.
This is gonna get up off the wall. Rightio. Let's go.
Unless you guys think we need to take a short rest here just to sort of catch our breath.
I can't do the
Ah.
animal shapes anymore.
And a short rest would fix that?
Yes.
Anna, what do
can
you get
keep
back on a
going,
short?
He sort of looks at you and goes, "Oh."
Anna and I get nothing back on short.
Yeah.
I mean, I get key points back, but I don't need to.
Yeah, I
rest.
get my stuff that I haven't spent back. Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone could help me out with a bit of healing, I wouldn't have to really worry about.
I have
shape
no
for a
spell
bit.
slots back left, mate. I can't heal anything.
I had no way to heal.
Anna sort of looks and goes, hang on, I got something.
Does anybody have duct tape?
Some electrical tape, does that count?
That will help.
Maybe you just need to get your oil changed.
Yeah, Anna's sort of like, just pulling out a spell book and just looking through and having a look, and she's talking, she's like, don't you know magic? Can't you do some of this?
Only if I decide to pick the ones that I actually need to use for the day.
She sort of looks at you for a second, like, eyes narrowing, she's going, I feel like, we spend a fair bit of time getting beat up.
Yeah, it kind of happens a lot, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes. And then she goes, alright, it's not much, but, you know. She will cast healing word on you at a second level.
Okay, Tenzin, you need to stay back and
6
support at
points.
range for a while.
Or we could just relax here for a bit. Oh, was it long rest to re-prep spells? It was, wasn't it?
Yes.
Damn it.
And a
So-
short rest is still an hour.
Or, do you want to go north or to the right?
Taking a sec, listening to the voices and looking at the map. I'm just gonna... Where is Scott? I can't actually...
Back a bit.
I'll wave you forward. Pulling out the map and comparing where we are with what we've exposed with the ring and all that kind of jazz. Okay, look, if we go north, It's a very narrow passageway up north. If we keep going this way, it's a little wider, but there are a lot of rooms off to the side. Somewhere down here is a staircase that the Revenants told us about, but there's a lot we haven't explored up here.
And we are on a diversion for the Lich, yes? No,
We
so
still
we'll look
need-
at all with a
We
question
still need to
look.
clear it out, because these also come in somewhere. We need to find out where they've come from.
But we're not getting out of here without facing the Lich, are we?
I don't know.
As in, you'll take us there regardless.
I don't know. If we're going to face the Lich, we're going to need to rest, because we can't go in half-cocked.
So, looking at this map, maybe this chamber here, and I sort of point to the one in the top right, but not in that big loopy bit, or in the corridor that loops around it. That either here or here looks like where.
So you want to go...
middle.
So you literally want to take a left right here.
Yeah, I think that might be the best bet if you want to clear it out.
Okay.
It looks like we can probably get a decent rest in one of those rooms too.
Alright, we'll split the teams of two. We'll take a hallway each, because it splits off in the side rooms the whole way up.
Just so long as the team on the rightmost does not turn right again.
Alright, alright, I'll stack up on the right. Who's coming with me?
Oh, I'll go with all.
I'll be on the left here.
I'll go on the left.
Alice sort of looks and goes, alright, am I going left or right?
Whichever side Digi doesn't go.
Oh, charming.
So we got 2 3-man teams. Rather, 3 2-man teams.
Team A will consist of...
Alright. Guys, yell out if you need help.
Alright,
All first.
for this point, I'm going to attempt to move stealthily through this hallway.
Likewise.
Just before all this happens, I'm going to cast Resistance on myself again. As a cantrip.
Alright, let me start my stopwatch.
I'm also gonna go sneakily from this point.
Hooray, they know we're here!
Heavy armor life.
Oh.
That's right, or you've got the 2 stealthy ones with you.
I am by myself. Let us know when we're good to move ahead, mate.
Yeah, just waiting on the go.
Oh, right, sorry, hang on, I'm just moving.
So it's me, Digi, and all going up one way, Grouch, and Aristelda the other, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's passages linking the 2 ways every now and
And
then.
do not turn right.
Right, right.
Do not turn right. Not right.
Not right.
Not right.
Not right, but just right, not left.
Not right.
Copy.
Face palm.
Copy.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious.
Alright.
You'll probably surely.
I'll start moving forward.
I'll sort of point to this room to Estelda and keep moving.
Alright. During the entirety of this conversation, your resistance has run out.
Oh, okay.
Cast it again, brother. Cast it again.
I'll
Verbal-
cast it again.
That seems very short.
It's got verbal components.
It's a minute.
Alright, nah, it's all good, I'll take it off. Am I seeing anything in these? Like, are there any markings on the walls or scratch marks similar to like those drag
Grouch,
marks?
you take
Uh-oh.
one step forward and suddenly, like... What's your roll for stealth? 21, 25?
21 on disadvantage.
Alright.
Do I see it first, or is it just a case of claw in the face?
No, so you both actually like see it at the same time. There's going to be no like surprise attacks coming off the back of this.
Alright, I'm holding at the end of the hallway then till this resolves.
But yeah, yeah, sorry. There is some resolution to be had.
Where did you go, Digi?
I just went to the right.
In there?
Oh my god, please tell me you didn't go right. Did he?
Digi was clearly not listening.
Oh, I know. I just chose not to listen.
Oh my god.
Digi, please.
Why did she?
Well, Digi's going up against a lich on his own. Good to know.
I doubt the lich is going to be on the other side of this 1 foot thick wall.
Oh my
Digi,
god.
I need you to roll a
Digi's gonna
Constitution
die.
saving throw.
Alright. Alright, I've heard that a couple times.
Did the angel dude tell us about phylacteries and all that shit?
No, you've got no idea how this works.
Okay, of course not.
He said the remains of a powerful lich are buried in this, entombed in this place.
And Grouch don't know shit about undead, so he wouldn't even know what a phylactery is.
In the meantime,
Chlorine face.
maybe.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yeah. Crouches. Alright. Claw in the face.
Come on, AC.
Should I roll as well? I don't see why I wouldn't.
I would say Estelle would know something's up.
Yeah, like Estelle to also roll initiative in on this.
The 23's a hit.
Beautiful.
Oh, sweet. Target is grappled.
At what point would we start
Oh,
hearing
wait, hang on,
this
I don't get
combat?
to roll until...
It's your turn, I think.
It's just
You're
straight
like,
grappled, isn't
it's
it?
just like, whack, you coming with me.
Oh no, I've been lifted out of the saddle.
Yes, it's just like, grip. You're up in the air now. And you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and it is on.
Do we hear this?
Yeah. You would hear like
You'd probably
click,
hear
click,
Grant go,
snap.
"Ah!"
Oh, fuck.
Can I roll in?
Yeah, I'll say everyone at this stage trying to roll initiative.
Stupid natural 20 on initiative. Stupid scorpion.
Eat a dick!
Hey, a relatively high initiative. Huzzah!
God, did you just love shitting on our initiatives, doesn't he?
Rogue things.
Rogue with the feet for it too. He's rolling at a base 10.
Slow Dave rolls 38 initiative.
Those are good days.
Alright, so, Digi, what are you doing? You hear like 2 rooms over, just like a sudden click, 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 snap.
Which direction?
Which direction? You're not entirely sure. It sounds like it come from the door that you're literally just walking through.
Okay, I run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Dash. 5, 10, 15. 10 movement to get through him. No.
Where did you come from, Digi?
Right there.
Can you point?
You're in a boy gnome and a girl
He
gnome.
went to the right,
Boy,
killed the
just-
left,
Okay.
and just came back.
No, he literally just appeared in my vision. I don't know where he came from.
Stealth rolls, yo.
Taking
That's
his
right.
stealth rolls to the next level.
Stealth rolling IRL.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it. Oh, this is a little bit of conundrum. If it takes 5 additional feet to walk through, or I would not make it through. I got 10 feet of movement left.
Well, in that case, maybe you're kind of like stuck hanging there. Yeah, fuck it, just go through them, whatever.
Bonus action dash, man. You're a rogue.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh.
As you come stepping out in front, there's immediately another set of like click, click, click.
Ah, scorpion.
Automatically goes towards the bottom of the initiative. First open door. Alright, so that was
Shenanigans.
Digi. Oh, you could probably shoot it or something. 'Cause,
I'm
like,
checking my
still your turn.
range. My poison spray is too fast, so I'll just shoot it.
Isn't the poison spray 10 feet?
Is it? I think it's 5.
Oh. I could be wrong. Oh,
I mean, there's the card for it.
it's been known to happen. Oh, it's 10 feet. There you go. So this thing needs to make a con save.
Oh shit, it is 2.
I'll take the first roll, not like the second.
Yeah, sorry.
Or
I thought
are
I
you
clicked the wrong
firebolting?
button.
You just like rolled 3 times there. What are we going with?
The poison spray.
It's the highest damage one there. Alright.
I thought it was on touch, like 5.
Scorpion will attempt, and it fails the save, so you just blast this in with poison, and it's just an immediate, like recoils. Oh. And it is immediately just like, it's moving slower, like it looks sickly, like it's really having like a struggling to shake that off immediately. Alright, you got anything else
Awesome.
this turn, or is that where you're at for now?
I am pooped out.
Alright, sweet. Estelle, you're up.
Alright.
Like, you immediately just, like, hear a scream in the room forward, like, and you see, like, something coming, grab Gretch and rip him out of the saddle.
Alright. Time to see what this thing is. So 5, 10, 15. Oh,
Whoa.
20. And then I will attack. Yeah, I'll just do a normal attack with my staff.
You start just belting away at both of those are hits, solid hits too. As you like to start batting away at this thing, trying to like clobber it and make it drop Crouch.
Let go! Bang! Of the halfling! Bang!
Let go, whack, hits it, opens its empty hand. Not that.
And then let's turn this into a flurry of blows. Let go of my friend.
17 is also a hit, and the 12 is not. But yeah, as you just like lay into this thing,
Wait,
whack, whack, whack,
I
whack.
copied the wrong thing. 1 second.
You pinged me?
That was still in the buffer, wasn't it?
Sorry.
I'm now
I
watching it.
copied and pasted my D4, but
Oh, jeez, I'm gonna leave that open. That's actually really handy for all my other discords of people who's randomly fucking ping me.
yeah, I put it in Meme Central. That's why it was copied. But it's 14 ahead.
Turning you to 14? No, unfortunately.
Oh,
This
fuck
thing,
you.
like, it does seem to have like a reasonably hard shell on it.
Fuck you, little scorpion thing.
In retaliation, well, after like taking, you're like, let me go. Like, you just like crack your Scott, it does, it just like opens the claw and drops him to the ground in front of him. And then just like unloads on you, starting like snap at you with its claws and thrust at you
Hang on,
with its
did it
tail.
already have its turn in grabbing me?
It did, and then everyone rolled in after it attacked you. Wait, no?
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad, so sad. There's the first claw, misses. The second is a hit, and it grabs you. Deals 14 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, fuck.
And does the tail hit you? The sting is 20 a hit.
Yeah, it does.
Oh no!
Oh my
It
god.
like grabs you with the claw, picks you up, and then like you can't get away from it. It's like whack, tags you in the shoulder with the sting, and you immediately feel like just like a creeping poison set in.
Oh my god.
Actually, make a Constitution saving throw. Alright, you're okay. That's actually half damage.
Is it
Oh,
evasion?
thank god. No, evasion is for dex.
Oh,
Yeah, this is like a it gotcha. It's just like resist the effects of poison, so that'll be 15 poison damage instead of 30.
Oh, thank God. But I still take full of everything else.
Yep. And it's currently now grabbing you with its pincer up in the air. And that brings us to Tenzin, you're up.
In charge. 5, 10. Oh. 15. Realise I've gone the wrong way. We keep going. 20, 25, 30, and then bonus
I'm already
action.
committed.
25, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because am I occupying the same space as someone?
Yep, did you?
That's full movement there then. So it's double movement to get through, or double movement to stand right next to Digi.
Yeah, he's smaller than me. Why not? We'll let it slide.
Alright. So can I just go to here?
Yeah, just like push it aside for a bit.
Oh, well now I can't see any.
Oh well. Grouch Frank.
Crouch Frank will attack this thing in front of me. Longsword. Let go! Off my! Red!
As you just start like hacking into this thing. I'm like,
Do I
one
need
big
to
shot,
roll
just
bless on
like-
the 15?
Yes, you do. Actually, no, that's a hit. 10, 9, 14. That's actually a kill. Like, you just go nuts on this thing, and you just like, at this stage, like, you see the stinger go in and come out, and she's like, and you're just like, fuck, sword straight out, just like, whack, whack. You start like hitting its arm until it hacks it off and it drops it. And then it tries to like pincer you with its stinger, like it puts it in the ground. You bring your sword out, just spear it into the ground so it can't pull its own arm out. Rip out your spear and just start stabbing it in the face.
Yeah, fuck you. And then I jump up on Frank and start riding.
Holy
But
shit,
it
guys.
does go to undead.
And then I'll spend my turn here, ready to defend.
It's like, oh no. But in the meantime, this one will come.
You'll need to roll that one onto initiative.
Border space, so I shall. Oh, good. Perfect. As it goes, right after all, we'll come forward and upon Digi sticking his schnoz in there and gassing him, we'll immediately try and snap at him with its claws. Does a 23 hit you, Digi? Yes.
Pretty sure it does.
Alright, so it will latch onto Digi, grab him with his claw for 7 bludgeoning damage, which it will take. With its other claw, it will sort of reach around and try and take a snap at or Tenzin, I suppose, one of the two.
Can't see us?
1d2.
You can see 10s and not all, I would think.
Oh yeah, well, Tenzin it is then. We'll try and attempt to grab Tenzin with one of its claws, like reach out and just grab at him. No, it fails. And with its sting, it will just shoot out and try and just jam it into Digi.
Sorry, I had to check something.
Oh, that's
what am I
cool.
doing?
Oh,
You
no.
have been grappled and stung by a oh god, you're gonna die.
You've just been like grabbed by this big ass scorpion on its turn, and it's just proceeded to tag you with its stinger, and this is gonna suck.
God no.
Ooh.
Did you a con save?
Holy moly! Roll a Constitution saving throw.
No.
Remember, you still have bless.
No, didn't that wear off?
Not yet.
No, the bless is still good.
Don't give Sentry any ideas.
I made it. Right.
Maybe try best. With six
Hang
solve
on.
our problems.
Maybe this will fix all our problems.
Constitution is my one weakness.
Oh, damn! Like this thing just jabs you.
Well,
Like you say, like
at
yeah, you
least-
say like
Uncanny dodge.
maybe the physical component. That's like a crit. That's just a straight up
Oh.
whack.
Jesus.
Does uncanny dodge count for elemental stuff? Probably. Like
It says half
that's the
damage
idea
from
of
the
it, right?
attack.
It's like reduce half the damage. Yeah, well that's it. It hits you, right? So that's the idea. So whatever the total number is on that, cut it in half. So 12, 3, 15, 20, 35, plus 32, 67. Cut that
I
down to...
currently have 54 health.
Yep, so from 67 down to whatever half of that is, so 33 will be what you take.
Holy shit!
Is you're somehow able to, like, shift your shoulder just that little bit to the point where the stinger does not hit you straight in the spinal cord.
Where it hits bone on your arm rather than
It just went
flesh
through my
insides of your
lungs.
heart.
That's right, it just got like a lung instead of your spine.
And I'm in healing poison now.
Oh wait, oh no, you're not a halfling. Never mind.
Alright, oh, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna try and get into the room because I've seen this tail just whip in, hit Digi. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Like a big ass pincer claw was come out of the door and grab Digi.
So
Right.
Digi's elevated at least.
Is
Yeah,
it? Is this?
that's
Will I be able to get
I
to
died.
this square here?
That is half occupied by the creature that's in the room.
This one here?
Yeah, like over there.
So we'll say
Sort of-
that's all my movement is
Well,
like
you'd be able to
struggling into
occupy
there.
Digi's space
Yeah.
at the moment if Digi's being held by the claw.
It was Gears call out like the space to like struggle your way in as you like push around this thing.
I can get out of this fine. Just I need my time.
See,
I got this. It's okay.
seeing this creature and knowing that it hurt my friend.
Oh god, you're going to spend your last thing of spend, aren't you?
Did you finish it off after I do this? I look at it and I say no.
Eh?
Ooh.
I'm casting that on the scorpion.
Tiger must make a con
14
saving throw.
D6.
It is conning. Oh no.
No.
Alright. Oh,
Oh my god.
like it just like you use this on it and it literally just like instantly like drops Digi, starts like writhing back. Have you ever seen like a spider does when it's killed by poison from a spray where it flips on its back and starts spazzing?
Deadly
Um,
neurotoxin.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
it's-
reduce it below 1 hit point that I've seen it catch.
Oh. Well, it does
The
that
tar-
for a second and then it realizes, oh, I'm alright.
I can't re- yeah.
It's actually not that bad.
It's like,
I mean, it hurts, but it's not terminal.
nice.
That's why I'm like, did you finish it?
Can't reduce below 1. Wow.
But its hit point maximum is reduced
To
for an
1.
hour. So it can only have 1 hit point.
Yeah, that's right. This is. I mean, technically, for an hour, if it survives this and like takes a rest, it would wear that off and it would just come back. But
Let's face it, it's not surviving 6 seconds.
well, you're gonna make it look. Jesus Christ. Because that's in a really bad way. In the meantime, this thing will like shuffle straight forward onto you, Grouch. Same dealio.
Yeah, that's it.
Claws, claws. Wow, there's a 20.
No!
And Stinger comes flying out of nowhere. Whammo! It's like you just duck as this thing just comes out the door, like, jamming into the wall behind you, then ripping back out into the doorway again. Alright, Digi, you're up. We'll say you're like, you've been dropped on the ground by this stage.
I'm gonna just cough up whatever the fuck is in my lungs if And then
That's right. And just like poison in the eyes, like, ah.
and then I'm gonna swing my dagger up into its jaw and
And
tear
it's
its
dead.
head off.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like up straight into the mouth, and it just like, then it does the spasm thing
And
as it goes
yeah.
down.
It explodes in gibs.
Yeah, just like it like shudders and then just like drops its body on the ground. Estelle, you're up. Oh, unless you're like got anything else you want to try and squeeze out of that, did you?
I'm gonna shuffle down the hallway. 5, 10, 15,
Don't come here! Don't come here!
20.
Oh no.
Like,
25.
What did I say?
No.
Oh shit, there's grass there. I can't do that.
Is there
Is it
one more
grass
thing in
right
there?
Yep.
Yeah, there's another one in this room up here that Crouch is in front of now.
I don't really want to go near it.
That's alright, I've got it bottled up in here. I'll be able to kill it on my turn, I think.
Let's try. Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, it's like right there.
Uh-huh.
15, 20, 25. Just gonna skip.
She's going no, just step back, step back, step back.
I don't want to die. I'm very low. Can I just stand here and cheer on everyone else?
Yeah, it's just like,
You got
Take
this,
the
Grouch.
help action.
Yeah, the hell
yeah,
action,
it's like
exactly right.
assisting someone.
Do you reckon I could like try and hit it with my dart, like through the?
Yeah, yeah.
I can see half of
Yeah,
it
if you
from where
if
I
you
am.
can see it, you can take a shot at it. We'll just call it like half cover.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So at disadvantage.
Yep. No, not disadvantage, just like regular. But it just gets like a slight
Oh.
AC bonus. So
Oh,
we'll call
shit,
it a
alright.
12 anyway. I'd probably roll a blessing on
Oh shit! I did it again. Sorry.
that. If you pop out your little dice roller on the side
That takes
from
too
your
long.
toolbar, you can actually just click the D4 and it rolls it for you.
Nah, it's easier to type it.
I'm curious to know why your copy paste was a Discord GIF.
Alright, in that case, yeah, like the first one was a miss. Like you throw the dart, it
Stole
flies
from
past
somewhere
it
and
into
posted
the
it in the
room,
channel.
hits the wall, puffs into smoke, appears back in your hand again.
Wait, so what? It nothing happened. Okay.
No, on the first throw, like that was a miss.
All right. Well, I'll try again.
Alright, that's better. Like you throw it that time, it actually like sticks it.
Cool. And that's my turn.
Well, that thing doesn't get a turn because it's dead, which brings us to Tenzin.
Okay. I walk 5. 10.
Just stay.
And then stabby McStab face.
Oh shit, going straight in with the knife. 18, that is a hit.
Do I
Roll
get
your
some
sneak
sort
attack.
of sneak attack?
Yeah, because like all your mates are next to it. And another -5. Wow, 3-1-1. It's unfortunate.
And then I'm going to do the Homer Simpson fingers up and disengage.
Hang on, you get to add your dex to that damage as well if it's in your main hand.
Partying blade.
1d6, 4 + 1, oh yeah. The partying blade.
That's in your main hand, yeah?
Yeah, I haven't sorted it out. It is the
Yeah,
main hand.
then plus whatever your dex is to the damage.
So
Plus
my-
3.
Yeah, okay, so
-3 more.
fix that up now.
Look,
You
John.
currently got it set up for your offhand.
Yeah, I know. I haven't changed it over.
Jesus, your AC must be like 30 right now on a reaction.
It's pretty high.
Oh yeah. That's another thing to add to a reaction.
As you use your bonus action to disengage, and you're like, no, backing away.
So that's... Yeah, there, shouldn't it be?
Which brings us to Gretch Frank.
Take a guess what I'm gonna do. Go on, I bet you can never
Oh,
guess.
sorry, missed click.
Ooh.
Rage.
As you just start swinging away, run a blessing on that first one, just in case.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed, hashtag hit.
16.
11 and 12 is 23, plus 9 is 31. Yeah, and with that salvo, you actually, like, managed to avoid and parry enough of its flurry coming out of you as it's snapping away to just, like, stab, kill, stab, get in there and just actually cut the thing down.
And the rage only would have reduced the physical part of it, and I already have resistance to the poison. And it was easy to just do that. So, now it's dead.
Thank God.
Does it have anything worth looting? Like, is its skin valuable, or is its stinger gland valuable?
Yeah, can I go over him?
I'm sure there was a thingy for this in Xenopha's Guide to Everything. Deontol.
It's
There's-
poison stuff.
Does that look... That doesn't look right, does it?
McDonald's, I mean, the spelling
Hang
is atrocious if that's what you're asking.
Where's the +3 mod coming from
Never mind.
for the to hit? No, okay, so what you wanted to do is on the damage, you want to add the word dex there where there's nothing. Click it and you should get a drop down box and you want to select dex.
No, why is he getting 2 + 3s on the roll initially?
Alright,
Exactly,
just
that's
change it.
holding you put it in one place. So roll it out again.
That's better.
Okay.
Yep, perfect. That's
Right.
when it's on the main hand. When it's on the off hand, you're only rolling 1d6 + 3.
That will be my main hand weapon, period. Because my offhand's the shield.
Jesus, your AC is so jacked.
22 at the moment. What does that add?
26 once you react then.
Alright, can I go and poke around?
Yeah, Sentry's looking it up now, which is why we're making the fluff talk.
Do.
Do you want to take a break for 5-10
Yep.
minutes after this too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind of need to
I'll
chuck
roll
something in
it.
the microwave, eh?
I'm gonna, like, get another beer. If I don't pee in a second, I might actually die.
If we're going to break, I'll quickly do a Microsoft Paint thing, so I know where to cut.
Sure. Microsoft
Oh, yeah.
Paint thing.
Ah, yep, recording.
For the video.
Alright.
So AY doesn't have to sit through our break.
No, you should have to sit through the break.
He
wants
must.
To, he wants
That's
to be
his
part of this shit.
punishment.
That's the experience. He needs the full immersive experience.
Immersive experience.
Alright, I'm gonna go bathroom and grab some
Yeah,
food.
I'll go back.
Yeah, me too.